Well, howdy, howdy, howdy again.
Hello again. Sorry, we had to eat us a sandwich. Was trying to talk Red through some things.
Yep.
So we apologize.
I don't know if anybody gonna come or
I bet
not.
it just.
Yeah, you probably just got your notification.
Yep. It's Mr. Lazy's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There we are.
There we are.
There we are.
And you hit your play button.
Yep. Need to give us a thumbs up.
Did you want to go?
Micro Farmer! We was wondering where you was.
Yes. Howdy,
he said
buddy.
happy birthday. Dragon Hill says hello.
Well, howdy.
Kiss My Graces made it.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's storming bad again.
Yes, it started just pouring rain.
But we're going to try it anyway. Dragon Hill says happy birthday. Joy says you're back. And Red says hello. And so does Dragon Hills. Y'all let me. Glenn's dropping the link or getting ready to drop it.
I hope I'm getting it right.
So if any of you want to come in and join the chat, then just make sure we can see your face.
Yep.
Because we learned that from the very first one, and we won't make that mistake again.
No, we'll try our best not to anyway.
Exactly. We'll try our best not to.
Because if that happens again, the next time it happens, I'm shutting it down right then and deleting it right then.
Yep.
Micro Farmer said life's being kind as a mess up.
Life's been kind of a mess up, but happy birthday. Talk about it later.
All righty, buddy.
Wanda Allen says happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Now you can legally drink for a few years. He don't got to drink no more. He bends over and stands up, and he's already drunk.
Yep. Well, look at our buddy.
Hello, Micro Farmer.
Look at him all stretched out there relaxing.
I hurt my arm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had a storm come up here, and 100 foot of my fence fell. And I tore my rotor cup moving around some stuff. So I just got back home. So I got the sling.
Hey, Red.
Hi, I feel weird. I'm not quite all bad.
Well, you don't look weird.
Right.
Is your arm hurt real bad, Micro Farmer?
They tore the rotor.
And then I gotta go get an MRI. They said I tore the rotor cup in my right shoulder.
I'm so sorry. We'll be praying for you.
So we had that wind that came up from y'all guys, the high winds, the hurricane, and it blew over the fence. I had 100 feet of fence. So I went out.
Hi, little one.
That's what I was doing for it, and I don't think you could see it. Your little daughter's in behind you.
Is it Glenn's birthday today?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, happy birthday, Glenn.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Joy says, "Oh no, Micro Farmer."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just got back. Got back about 45 minutes from the hospital. So
forgive me, but I'm having a cigarette.
There you
That's
go.
quite all right.
It's your lungs.
Yep, it's our lungs
That's
too.
true.
So Miss
I
Red,
tried to get that.
coming going. I haven't seen your boys yet. So
He was in on the other stream a while ago. I figure he said he would be here, but now
Doing redneck things with Tony and Lee Ann Larson. Says, dang, we almost missed y'all. Yeah, we done one and come back.
Yeah. We took about a 20-minute break and got right back on. So this is our second live tonight.
Yep. And Stevie says, glad to see you, Micro Farmer.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I shot a couple of videos. I changed my gardening plan. I did a lot. Changed the chicken coop. So if you watch the video, you see I changed the chicken coop. I changed my whole garden.
Oh,
Marvin is mad at Travis.
Oh
Marvin's
yeah.
mad at Travis.
what'd he do?
Because, well, you know how Travis babied him when he was just a baby? Well, with it being raining, he hasn't been able to go out there and spend so much time with him. Now Marvin's like, no, I'm not coming your way. Tell him
Well, that's what the babies are for. Oh,
Yeah.
and doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne said, well, I'm glad you guys did. And Joy says, Micro Farmer, did they have you on anti-inflammatories?
No, they gave me something called Torm. Oh boy, Torm. I don't know. It's some type of not inflammatory. I ripped it. I ripped the rotor cuff, the muscle.
Ow!
She just had to have surgery for her rotary cup, and I reckon they put her on anti-inflammatories. That's the reason she's asking.
Oh, that ain't put. He just said
It ain't Chlordine, is it?
I got to go to my regular doctor, physician. She's got to send me to a what you call it, orthopedic, whatever. The guy for your shoulders, whatever. Because at the emergency, it was X-ray. So, do this coronavirus is probably going to take 2 weeks. So they just gave me a sling and some narcotics to take one every 8 hours.
Oh. It ain't Tordine, is it?
Yeah, I think it's torque. I can't lift my arm too high. And if
I mean the medicine is a medicine called Tordine.
Torazon, something like that. It's called.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know the name. I'm not a medicine guy.
Me either.
I literally grew up in a hospital. Not only was I being brought a couple of times a year to Walter Reed Medical Hospital, but my dad worked in a hospital. So I kind of grew up in a hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. If the hospital see me, they know I'm hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
They know when they see me, I'm hurt. Because I'm the type of guy who will cut my arm open and use crazy glue.
That's me. I hate going to the doctor.
There's a hospital here that I wouldn't even bring my dog to, and that's Martinsville Hospital. I went in there, and I was in so much pain because of one of my conditions. And so they gave me morphine, which I didn't realize at the time because I'd never had it. But morphine makes me mean.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know this, and I'm laying there in bed and I'm feeling good because at least I'm no longer in pain. And 2 nurses come running in the room and they put now I'm wearing a shirt and a skirt. They come running in the room, they put a hospital gown on front of me, one in the back, one in the front, one in the back, one in the front, one in the back. You tell me what they were making.
A tutu.
They were going to make it where I was hugging myself.
Oh, a straight jacket.
Give you I love me jacket, huh?
I told him the first time real nicely to stop. The second time I told him real nicely to stop. The third time I was cussing him. The fourth time I elbowed the nurse right in the let's put it this way, I'll probably never have children again.
Oh Lord.
No wonder they put you in an I love me jacket. I would have too.
No, that's why I was fighting them. It's because they were doing that.
Please tell me it was just because of morphine.
I don't know why they were doing it. But I had been warned to never go to that hospital. And, well, I went to that hospital, and I wish I'd listened to the warning.
You know, I'm going to give you heads up, nerd. Red, I'm going to give you heads up. is just like
Susan,
don't mess with nobody who's cooking your food. The nurses are the same way. Mess with them,
that's
they
it.
put you to sleep, and one of your kidneys could be missing next week.
Susan said she was praying for you, Micro Farmer.
Oh, thank you.
And doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson said, so what kind of trouble we getting in tonight? It's storming here's so bad we can't get in no trouble.
Hey, I can sit here on the couch and keep my mouth shut and get in trouble.
That ain't no lot with me.
Hey, I might be
Anybody.
able to go. You know, we got a kite in there. I might be able to go and like put it up in the air and then like tie it to my wheelchair and see what will happen.
You want a perm? You'll be getting you a free perm.
A permanent one.
Way the storms are moving, you might head towards the coast.
No doubt.
Oh.
And
Yeah, up about New England or somewhere.
No, but
Yeah.
what I did, Glenn, I mean, y'all guys, what I did was I cleared it all up. I moved everything up. Then my arm started hurting. So what I'm doing now is running a foundation and slipping slide bolts, and where I could put the post in the concrete. I put a rebar in the ground, concrete all the way across. Because what I did the dumb way. Dug holes, put the concrete in the holes. Over time, it rot. You know, some spots rotted. So when we had this big wind, that wind just snapped them. And it snapped. And so I was like, oh, man. So now I'm using rebar and concrete. And those bags are 80 pounds a piece. And I'm coming up the hill. I see my video. I'm coming from the garage with 80 pounds on my shoulder that I already hurt because it was since y'all from the South, y'all know what I'm talking about. They had railroad ties. The people that owned the place before I did, they used railroad ties. Those things weigh about 400 or 500 pounds.
Yeah.
My dumb self went to grab it and pick it up, and that's when I heard something pull or snatch or rip.
Ow.
I worked through it. And the doctor was saying, because when I started picking up the 80-pound bags, I had 25 80-pound bags of concrete. And
That's 160 pounds.
Yeah, but I had 20 bags, 20 of those bags. And I carried them up. And that's what they're saying. When I kept lifting, I kept injuring. So when I got tired, I laid down. And that's when all hell broke loose. And I had to go to the emergency room.
I'll tell you what, I am glad that you continue with that story because I heard nuts and bolts and stuff like this. And we was just talking about your shoulder. And I'm like, my God, what is he doing to himself?
Oh, no, I've been working hard. Because if you looked at my videos,
Thank you, Pam.
I changed the garden around. If you watch my videos, I did a taboo. In the middle of the growing season, I transplanted and changed the whole garden, the whole thing. My chickens would start fighting each other because, see, I was in my last video, I was saying to you, I had 12. Now I have 31 chickens. So they've been fighting. They've been fighting like they was in Walmart looking for toilet tissue. So I had to rebuild the wall.
That's hysterical.
So all I'm hearing them squawking, and I'm like, okay, they're about 6 pounds a piece now, and they want space. So what I did, I took the shed and gave them more space. So I had to rebuild the wall. And then if you saw my videos earlier, somebody stole one of my chickens, and I was showing y'all. So the rewire, so I wouldn't get raccoons, possums, whatever might come, mice, rats, because I don't like mice and rats to come into the chicken coops. So I put hardcore wire so they can't come in. So if you saw my build, I'm like Glenn and April. I'm tired of going down there every 2 days feeding them. So I build a feeder that holds 250 pounds of feed for them.
Wow.
So videos, I designed a feeder that holds 250 pounds of chicken feed. So I don't have to go down there every day, every other day. Hey, Pop.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Peter that holds 250 pounds of chicken feet.
Happy birthday, Glenn.
Go down there every day, every other day.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Hey, Michael.
I tell you what I want. I'm gonna tell my now.
What are you
Listen
doing, man?
closely to this.
You
I'm
better
gonna tell my mom I want rabbits, and I know a guy that has built a milking station for rabbits. I'm gonna tell my
Ooh, you can milk a rabbit?
Yeah, you got a thimble every day. Rabbits.
That would be some mighty little milking utensils.
Now, I expect Papa to say they build a milking station for a bull. That's some joke he probably would tell us. How everything going on, Papa?
You'll have to try to talk to Billy Joe about that. He's the one who wants to milk the bull all the time.
He'll milk a bull all day.
Billy Joe, they always talk about milking the bull.
He'll tell you that the milk is sour. Nah.
You want to mess someone up, tell them you're building a milking station for chickens.
Billy Joe,
Go Red, Miss Red. You get your chickens? I know your boys are making chickens. Did you get your chickens?
I hear you.
Yes.
It's overfeed.
You're supposed to be getting chickens. Red. The boys put in a pen for your chickens. You get your chickens? I know your boys are making
Papa Rock, when you came in, did you sometimes when you come in, you're still on YouTube and StreamYard. Will you look there and see if you're still on both channels at the same time?
I just turned the other one off.
There you
got
go.
it.
There you
Lot
go.
better
Yeah.
now.
I learned that the other week when I went to somebody else's channel, and it started that, and they was telling me that it didn't do that. And I come in, and I'm like, well, why is it doing it? You know, and I got to looking, and I was on Facebook
Both
and
feeds.
StreamYard at the same time,
mean-
and it was back feeding through the computer.
You mean YouTube?
Well, YouTube, yeah.
Like I
What
said,
they
I
call it.
still really want to like mess. See, I love messing with people's heads. That's just
No.
something I really, really enjoy doing. So I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna make an invention where you can milk chickens just to see the look on their face.
Stevie said he's
I
done
hope
that
it-
about milking rabbits.
I hope it works better than dehydrating bananas.
Michelle here to fit herself.
She's actually got some more planning on dehydrating some, I think.
Well,
Oh,
when she
well,
got
fire department ain't called, are they?
dehydrated them by now, them bananas ain't gonna dehydrate.
Yep.
They're gonna be brick.
I didn't get a chance to watch Michelle's video.
Yep.
Michelle's video was talking about somebody was saying her mask was made out of Pampers or something. Her last video.
Can't be as bad as the picture I saw earlier today where there was a rather gross woman stuck 2 tampons up her nose and a pad on her mouth.
Wow.
What did I see? When this
What
comes
are
around,
you
I thought,
watching,
well,
Red?
What?
What are you watching?
Yeah.
It came up on Facebook, and trust me, I got away from that real quick.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, Papa, you
I
gotta
think
watch Red. There ain't no telling what she might watch.
Well, you know what I write.
I heard you tore your tractor up.
Oh yeah. How you tear your tractor up, Glenn?
Am I what?
You tore your tractor up. You say you broke your tractor. You take it
Yeah,
to me.
I
Let's
blew hydraulic.
Now we know
Yeah.
where you get from? You're getting it from Billy. Billy done tore the tractor up 3 times already.
Yeah, but I had a ton of feed hung on the front end of the tractor, getting ready to set it over the fence.
Yeah.
And blow the hydraulic line. Billy drove over something and knocked the filter off of the bottom. That's the difference. You know.
Wow.
That's an experienced operator and a newbie.
But now, hey Glenn, I heard April's gonna buy you a new tractor for your birthday.
Where's it at? Is it one with the cab and the heat and the air?
It's
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Deere.
Yo,
They're making
Glenn,
them today.
Glenn,
Yeah.
Glenn. See, that's what when you notice them $10 were missing, that's that mad money she been hiding.
Yeah. Hey, she told me today, she said, come on, I'm going to take you to Walmart and get you something for your birthday. We
That's a
come
new
back with a
tractor.
stand mixer, an Instapot.
So I reckon
Where the money?
good.
I'm standing there with, where's mine? Well, look, think of the devil.
Oh, here
Hey,
comes Billy.
Billy.
Hey,
Oh, I see him for now. I'm still looking
There's a
down
delay.
here.
Big old Billy.
Hey, Billy Joe.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, there you are. Oh, there you are.
I heard y'all talking
Let's
crap
hope
about
we
me
don't
breaking
get an
tractors and
acorn
stuff. My
then.
ears were
Oh,
ringing.
no, Glenn
Yeah,
taking
they
lessons.
told me I was trying to take back air to you there, and I said, no, I was using mine, picked something up and blow the line. Billy run over something and knocked the filter off of his. That's the difference between an
Yeah,
experienced
I ran over a
operator.
tree. I blame Michael Tom. I was clearing out a spot for him. I'm joking.
too much of that good stuff.
Yeah, y'all
Hey.
taking lessons from the same instructors. Y'all both breaking tractors. I don't understand it.
He's
I
copycatting me.
understand it. They
He's
both
got
been
me-
smoking.
When after that happened with me, and I told her, I said, get the Artie Cat out of the way so I can hurry up and get this back up there so it don't run out of hydraulic fluid. She goes down there and runs over a tire with the Artie Cat.
I did. I had
Oh,
to
no.
stuck underneath
So-
the Arctic. Had to get out, walk around, and pull the tire out.
So, Billy, what
I
you
need-
trying to say, Billy, is that Glenn won't let you outdo him. He got to break a tractor.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, but now another thing you got to look at, I've got a 70-some model tractor, and he's got a brand new one.
But see, his is
Excuses,
under
excuses.
warranty.
Well, hey, Billy, just tell them your tractor was built on Friday. They was running going home, so your tractor wasn't built correctly. They built that one.
You know, my tractor's new and it's made out of potted metal. You remember how the old saying is, all older tools are much better back then?
Well, I must be getting better with age, then, huh?
Something like that.
Sorry about that. That was my phone.
I thought it was you over
The
there.
rooster.
Yeah.
No, it's my phone. The minute I get notifications, it comes out sounding like a rooster.
It's just her
I
trying to
thought
act
Billy was
like it's not the phone. Yeah.
So, Red, did you ever get your chickens, Red?
Yep, it sure did. It just I ain't got the computer. I got a Chromebook thinking I could do my videos on it.
Yeah.
I can't. It won't allow me to.
Wow. Yeah.
And now I got to get my other computer fixed, but I haven't had the chance to get over there between my health and the boys' health. You know, we just haven't had a chance to do anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got 3 hens and a rooster. One of our hens passed away though, which broke my heart. I mean, I cried for days. I cried for days.
We had a death on the farm too.
Oh, wow.
I lost a baby
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Yep, at Walmart Plastic.
Baby monkey.
That's what I figured.
Susan
Well,
went and told me, said, sis, I know where you can get Glenn a real pretty green John Deere tractor. And Glenn said, yeah, in the toy aisle. And then she said, yeah, at Walmart Plastics.
Well,
Mm.
I know
Get him
one
a toy
thing.
tractor.
I think I know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday, Glenn.
Every day I go out there, somebody eating up my tomatoes. Every day.
Somebody does what you.
Yeah, either the squirrels and the chipmunks became vegetarians, real big. They real big on vegetables.
Well, birds will also attack your tomatoes.
I can't come in there.
No,
Birds
these got bite marks. These ain't peck marks. These are biting.
Max Swain, $1.99 super chat says happy birthday.
Buddy, you didn't have to do that.
You worked
Yeah,
hard for your thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Max.
Microfarm, are you growing tomatoes like me, as big as your head?
Yeah, I got them, but hey, somebody's eating them up before I get there.
Ours is like that.
Hey, ours is
Oh,
just
wow,
now
that's-
starting to.
You must got some good cow manure there.
There's lots of poo-poo on our farm.
That look like a softball.
I bet he
Well,
bet,
be
I bet he
right
went
back.
to Walmart.
Be right back.
You
Yo,
think,
Bill-
you
I
think
started
Walmart sells wormy tomatoes?
Yeah, but you know what I've been growing big up here? My eggplants are doing real good. Bell peppers are just coming
Wish
in.
had eggplants.
I just picked up about 2 jalapenos. Didn't get no strawberries this year because the squirrels and the chipmunks.
Same. We planted too
This
late.
is the squash that we got out of the garden yesterday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
That's pretty.
Make sure you make sure you use it for the right thing, Red. Nah.
That's pretty.
Micro
Billy.
farmer. I'm definitely going to be using it for the right thing. I'm going to fry it up and stick it in my belly.
That's from
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
Tony and Chris. Tony and Chris gave us
Wow.
this. It's the last one.
Wow.
they got some big zucchinis. That ain't no joke.
Big.
And
Beautiful.
micro
But then you
farmer.
gotta
doing
realize,
his
Billy,
Tony,
but see, Billy, you better off because see the land that you and Corey got has been bushed over. So y'all got a lot of good nutrients in y'all soil because you just getting to it now, you know? So a lot of the decay that y'all had years because it was been neglected, that soil must be rich in nutrients. So you will get a good crop.
Yeah, there's the old horse barn. There's 2 spots for manure. We just had cows. I don't know if anybody watches the Wickershire Project. Probably not. We had 7-row cows crapping all over my 31 acres.
I do.
Red.
There goes my phone again.
You gotta change
No,
that.
that's
Funny,
that's So what I'm saying to you, Billy, you're gonna probably get a good 2 years of good crops because y'all just clearing the land, so the nutrients
All
once
there.
you start growing, the nutrients gonna come out of that soil. So you're gonna have to definitely keep using your pig manure, your stuff because right now that land is like a virgin now. It's got so much nutrient, you don't have to do nothing to it.
We're gonna do a private garden. It's gonna be made from human manure.
Hey,
Y'all can have some salad when you come over.
no, but I'm
That's
saying you can do it. Hey, that ain't nothing but miracle growth.
Billy,
Probably.
that's called
It's a-
humus. Hey, somebody trying
Now
to
I
come
will
in
never-
on the chat
I will
Oh,
never,
Joe.
ever
and it
use
ain't
humus.
showing the picture.
in my
I
garden.
don't see a picture of your face there, Joe. I don't let nobody in.
Yeah, because we got
We got one time before that didn't like it, and he was inappropriate, so we don't let nobody in unless we see
I
their
think
face on here.
But I'm not mentioning no names. I think we all know that. I think we found out who that person probably was.
Yeah.
we
But I
thinking we
think-
do.
I think we got the person.
Yeah.
The little detective on Mary Ranch part, I believe, and I think why are you ducking?
Whoa, I saw that lightning.
I
Did
heard
you not
the
hear
thunder.
the thunder?
Now
I felt the thunder.
hold up. April and Glenn, y'all grew up down there. What are you ducking for, April?
I hate storms. I've done got my shoes on. I got me a coat ready, and I got me a light.
Run out storm.
No, I'm prepared if I need to go somewhere as I can.
This is all Lazy Acres' fault. Look how many eggs I got. What do I do with all these eggs?
Wow.
Cartons and cartons and cartons and cartons of them.
Hold up. You think you got eggs?
No, I know you do. I know you got
Are you
eggs.
hatching anymore?
No, we just got those 13.
Are we
Uh-oh.
froze?
Yeah, you froze. I
Shaky
wondered how I could
Sunstead
hear you, but I couldn't see your lips move,
is in
April.
here. Oops.
You say you can freeze the
Let me
eggs?
go check my
Freeze them?
box.
I heard, yeah, someone
'Cause
said you
I
could
think
freeze
we
them.
just lost connection through that.
I
So
think so too.
I never
think
knew
it
you could
took
freeze
us
eggs.
out.
What you do? You crack the eggs. You beat them up.
Because my
freeze-
phone. Hey,
You can freeze eggs.
we're coming back.
All right, we'll hang
I
around.
think the lightning knocked our box out. We appreciate it.
Great. You say you can freeze eggs. You can freeze the eggs.
Yeah.
And now, how you do
Yeah.
that? Crack them and what?
Crack them and put them in ice tray.
Hey, little guy.
Hey, little one.
We miss you.
You been catching the frogs on the property? You got 31 acres. There got to be some frogs out there.
The eggs hatch and the baby chick is hatched.
Yeah, we got all the baby chicks hatched.
And a hen.
Did you
Oh,
hear
yeah.
that? Did your
And we
dad?
got bonbon.
Oh, Bun, our bunny. It's our bunny. Bun is our bunny.
Yeah, our tractor.
We'll tell them about the tractor.
Billy, take and go frog hunting.
He put
Oh,
it
leave the.
Frogs.
I'm a herpetologist. I don't hurt reptiles.
I didn't say hurt. I said catch.
You said hunt. Hunt.
Well, I mean, I
Hunting
didn't
is.
say hunt. I'm saying, that's a good pastime for the South. Used to catch frogs.
Got a
Not-
question.
It says happy birthday, old man. And hello, Junior. We love you.
Well,
Wow.
thank
What
you.
kind of
Jakey.
What is that?
microfarma? This might be for you. Micro corn for microfarma. What is this?
What happened? That's not corn.
That's a corn.
That's
What is
too
that?
small.
Yeah. It was wet. We planted it in a wet area. Never again. That's going to go on the Wickershire project. Don't plant where it's super wet. It gave up. It's tiny and you can't have wet soil. Corn needs,
I got
You know,
whole name.
it's got to rain and that's it.
I hear you there, Max. That is a big scream.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
That looks like what they call baby corn.
Are you sure? Are you
That's
joking with me?
almost like-
Because
No,
it came
there's
out of a
actually,
regular corn package.
well, no, seriously, there is baby corn out there. They use it to put in Japanese cuisine. I've used it quite a few
Oh, it's not
times.
that
myself.
small. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The little stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's misread. Misread. It ain't none of us here with chinky eyes.
Huh? Oh, okay.
If you thought I put in Japanese cuisine, I don't think none of us is eating Japanese cuisine where we at.
Well,
Sorry,
I grew up in
Susan.
Japan, so we
And
were
we
fine.
see
I
how
was
that-
fine.
And we
when
see how
left.
that worked out. You're back in the States.
I
Hey,
went
Ray,
from
No
not
place like
knowing
home,
any
are they?
language-
Whoa.
I went from not knowing any English to people in my own town going, "What'd you just say?"
What is
What
that,
is
Bill?
Billy?
Japanese cuisine.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
find Jap-
man.
Where you find
Jakey
that at in Virginia?
We found some. Store stock it.
You told me you got only 900 people in your town.
That's
Where,
it. 100.
900. Where you find Japanese cuisine?
That's like looking for Norwegian food. There's like if you try to find Norwegian food,
Yeah.
have you ever seen a Norwegian restaurant like, oh, let's go out for Norwegian? Have you ever said that in your entire life? No. Norwegian food doesn't exist in America. It doesn't.
You know the crazy
Man,
thing about in Georgia, right?
Nobody's kid ever seen
Yeah.
you.
For the people in the South, it's hard to find chitlins.
Really?
Said
No, it's
Shit.
everywhere. I tried liver mush. That was good.
Yes, thank you, buddy.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What the hairy heck is chitlin?
You don't
Pig.
know what chitlins
Pig
are?
everything.
Pig intestines.
Yeah, it's good.
Tastes
As long as they clean it
Ew.
well. No, if they clean it, it's good.
I'm not eating a pig's poop shoot. No.
Guys, you ever- sausage? Sausage is part of the casing of the intestine. It's all good. Don't knock it till you try
That's
it.
what chitlins are. That's I don't know cuisine, but I ain't my type of thing. It's chitlins. It's
Hey,
like people.
Billy?
It's people that has tripe. Like the tripes are the beef
Love
belly.
tripe.
Tripe is the stomach of the cows.
Cow. Yep, I eat tripe.
Or the pig. You take the stomach of the pig or the cow and you cut it up, and that's called tripe. And they cook it as a stew, like a soup.
You know, I may have grew up in West Virginia, bitch. You ain't gonna catch me eating no mountain oysters either.
Oh, I ain't.
No.
Ridiculous.
Our neighbor down here, when we was having them killed last week and yesterday,
Yeah.
he come up here and got all that out that bull Friday, and then the steer yesterday, and took the hog's head yesterday too.
Tell Junior.
Oh.
Good
No,
night.
thank you.
I'm looking for something. I can't find.
But Glenn, did you get your cows processed? Did you get your cattle processed this month?
Yep. Had one done, had a bull done last Friday. Well, we had that hog done a couple of weeks ago. I done got one back and got it in the freezer. It weighed 400 pound hanging weight.
All right.
I done a bull. They come down and done a bull Friday. He hung out at 800 and some pounds.
All right.
Wow.
And then yesterday they come back and we done a steer yesterday and it weighed almost 700 pounds.
Okay.
And then done that big hog down there and he weighed 530 pounds hanging weight.
So what do? You divide it up between your family members? That's a lot of meat.
Well, now-
Call me family.
Yeah.
Did you hear my son there? Part of it mine. The steer that we had done yesterday, my dad and sister taking it.
Oh, okay.
Bull, and then it's all going to us and Billy and and then some other family, and then the hog I got last week or week before last when everyone got it. Our neighbor out here, he's wanting a bunch of sausage for me. That's the reason it went to a different processing place because he likes the way they make the sausage better there.
Okay.
So I usually have one fixed up there on account of him.
So when you
this ham steak is from Lazy Acre. That ham steak.
Oh wow! All right.
Wow.
That's a huge ham.
Do you
I can't wait to eat that.
Do you deal with the guys who butcher your animals to cut the costs? Because I know it's a little expensive to process. You gotta deal with them. Like they take a few pounds and cut the costs, or you just pay the full price.
He's
I
really
just do the
not.
full price because
He's not that bad price.
no, he's not that bad, and he's got his own cattle and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But now he does help me out a lot because he's got a lot of people coming a lot of times wanting hogs.
Yeah.
And there ain't that many people left around that grows up bigger hogs like I do.
Yeah.
So when I grow some of these hogs up big and there's people coming in there wanting to know if they can find a big hog, he sends them my way.
Oh, all right, all right. That's good. That's good. That's good.
So that helps me out some there and helps him out because most time when he sends them, then we'll talk. I've had people call me and we talked on the phone, never even come and looked at the hogs.
Oh,
He'd send his boy down here to kill it and take it back up there and process it, and he'd pick my money up and everything. I never even seen the people.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've known them for a long
Yeah.
time. But guys that in here on the phone, my phone's not working, so I can't respond to nobody. Max said if it quit kicking him out, he'd join the live. But I want y'all to know we're not ignoring you. I just can't
Go out
super
and go
chat
back
back
in.
with you. Well, I'll try that.
Do you guys know what I'm holding?
A new camera looks like.
Does what now?
It goes
Billy?
around your neck. It goes around your neck. I put the phone in there and I can walk around while I'm cooking and talking to you guys. The phone holder.
I hear you.
I have two of those.
Yeah.
Wait. You see
Be
it?
right back, man. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
we got one of them, and April was going to try to use it to video, but I told her, I said, I don't think that'll work video, and she said, yeah, it will. I said, all right, try it.
We ain't tried
But,
it.
but what I'm going to work on, Billy, I'm working on a GoPro. To put on the hat on top of the head, the GoPro.
Did my camera flip around?
Yep.
Nah, you good. It's back looking at you.
Can you widescreen now?
Yeah.
He blocked
Now
up
I can.
again.
Oh, great.
So I've been watching Michelle. Michelle's doing her own thing, man. She becoming a celebrity like Lucille Ball. She's funny.
Yeah.
Sure is. I know somebody said, I think it was Joy said that Rob said that her white mask looked like she had on tidy whities.
Yeah.
Somebody, yeah, she did a video on that today.
I hadn't seen her today.
Yeah. But she's doing good. She's doing good, you know. Because sometimes when I watch her, I think I'm watching Lucille Ball.
No doubt. She's
There goes
up.
Red backwards and forwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Red, are you rolling, rolling, rolling?
I was trying to do a remake of what I did on those.
Nah, you wasn't going fast enough.
No, but if I did that, I'd run into the wall. Pow!
You'd have black marks in the floor.
So
Oh
did
God! Earlier, I was in the restroom, and I have a chair in there, another wheelchair, and my cat Dakari comes tearing to the bathroom, tries to jump up in the other wheelchair, and hits the handle of the wheelchair directly between the eyes.
Oh Lord!
I thought I was gonna lose it. I was laughing so hard I was crying.
You know, talking about your cat and you in the bathroom ain't a good scenario.
I'm trying to be goofy. There's the
I'm
shower
not
head.
touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Not with a 10-foot pole. I'm not touching that one. No. You know what? I'm gonna have to put. I'm gonna have to put that in one of my books.
You would too. Billy, have you had any stories today?
Oh, there's my toilet, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that's yours. I hope you ain't looking at somebody else's.
I hope that was a hard water. Yo, Billy, I hope that was a hard water stain than the other stain. Oh, you had some hard water stains in there.
I'm going to behave.
Never,
Okay, so
Red.
I'm hands free.
Never behaves.
Hands free.
I
can make a
behave,
sandwich.
but not very often, but I can behave. Besides, misbehaving is still considered behaving. Only it's a lot more fun.
Type of behavior.
Yeah. So Billy.
Yeah.
You gotta get everything right with Corey and stuff, man. You gotta have a powwow. Get a peace pipe. And y'all gotta sit outside.
My hands are tied. I paid in, that's it. I tell them, I'm like, get it done. Get it done.
Yeah.
We're all waiting. We're all
but you know, I'll talk to you later about that. But definitely you gotta hear everything, you know. It can get
We're new here. We all just got here, so we're learning. We're learning. And now we got you pressure on us to fix it all, which is good because what if other people want to come? We're gonna have to have it all set, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Farmer, did you hear that at the gathering, we're actually going to be having a powwow. I mean, because I'm going to have my drum and everything. And Billy Joe's going to be dancing around the fire pit.
With a tutu.
Everybody's excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it's gonna be him and Tony, right? With the tutu, because Glenn say he ain't doing it.
If they do it, Glenn will have to.
Glenn.
Because you didn't put a video out.
That was.
Well, I can't do it. I can't dance around the bonfire. Somebody got to.
Billy likes to jump over flames. He might
Yeah,
not
you've seen me
wear
jump
no
over fire
tutu.
pits before.
All right.
Trust me, you won't be jumping over this one. This one's huge. You
No
can
brain,
jump
no
over,
pain.
land right in the middle.
You're not Jack B. Nimble, Jack B. Quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. You're gonna burn up something, yo.
Yeah, if Jack can only jump a little higher, maybe his britches wouldn't be on fire.
Good night, Joy. Thank you for being in here. Sweet dreams to you, and God bless you, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I can't read chat if anyone's typing anything to me and saying hi. I can't see you. I'm walking around with a phone, and I can't see that phone red.
Billy keeps thinking Red done got loose and got in the house.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if I should turn this thing off.
I just think Billy's in the barn with Big Red.
Miss Red, you must be a volunteer firefighter because your thing been going off like 911.
Yeah, it's all the notifications. Oh my! And I
most
even
of us have
turned off the volume.
Most of us have a little ding for notifications.
Yeah.
Not me. I got a rooster.
Her rooster going off every 12 minutes like there's a fire going on over there.
You ought to hear the ringtone for Walgreens.
Really? You got a ringtone for Walgreens?
Yeah, and it's called "Calling You on the Phone, Drug Dealer." I just want to talk to you. Oh yes,
truth in that.
It's drug dealer when Walgreens calls. I'm not kidding.
It's when you're in Walgreens and you get the notification and that phone message goes off. Drug dealer, and they're like, "Really, Red? Really?"
Or you're in Walmart and you're standing beside a police officer. Drug dealer.
The drug dealer's calling.
It may be Cat House.
What?
And then hold up. And then the
It
cop,
may be jail cell until I can prove it was
and then
Walgreens.
the cop ringtone is gonna be like, "Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It ain't
Looking for you.
My mom has one and it goes, "It's your mother. I know where you live. It's your mother. Answer your phone."
I used to have one on mine when she called. It'd say, "Oh no, it's the wife."
Yeah. Not the next one's too nice either.
I don't remember the rest of it. That's all I can remember.
Something about
We had stopped to talk to the neighbor, and Walgreens called. And it goes, "Drug dealer." And she looks at me real strange. I went, "It's Walgreens." I thought you were going to lose it. I actually had to physically show her the phone that it was Walgreens.
Wow.
that was worse than mine.
Red, I also, with my drug dealer, have them labeled as drug. What was it? My drug dealer is also labeled as Walgreens as well. Nothing new here. We're all sneaky.
Well, one night I went through there looking for funny ringtones. I'm like, that would be good for that one. Yeah. That would be good for that one. Yeah. That'd be good for that one. Okay, that one.
That's a good, quick way to go to jail. Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah.
I don't know. When I was 18, I got in a little bit of trouble. And I was sitting there in the jailhouse, and the jailer looked at me and said, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I mix drugs." He just throws the pencil over his shoulder and looks at me and says, "Do what?" "I'm a drug mixer."
Oh
Yeah, you
Lord.
should have seen Mama's face when she asked me what he done. I said he mixes drugs. When we very first
That was
got
my-
together.
That was my job.
Pharmaceutical?
That
Pharmaceutical?
was my job
Wow.
title, drug mixer.
All
Well,
right.
my nephew-in-law, he's a demolition expert. I mean, he's got his license. He's like the head honcho. And on his license, it is listed as he is a master blaster.
Oh wow.
Carpenter would be master stud.
It's a master blaster. And I'm like, okay, Jubal.
Trivial question. Oh yeah, there we go. My brain just blanked out. Who was the master blaster with Tina Turner? Does anyone remember that movie? What was the name of that movie?
Oh, that was Thunderbolt. Thunder House. What was it?
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Right? Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Mad Max
Oh,
Thunderdome.
yeah.
I like
Yeah, that's an
You know, Tina
old
Turner-
old
Tina Turner
movie.
finished 3 movies.
Hey, I'm 45. Don't be calling that an old movie.
I was
I got
a
gray in my
teenager
beard.
when it came out.
Wait,
I don't
yeah, look
know,
at that.
like 52.
That's a
I,
full head
I
of gray
started
hair at 45.
I started to say, I hope it ain't lightning there because you're getting ready to get struck, ain't you, Billy?
It poured out and then it went completely blackout, and it was 9:15. So it's like the sun's there and then the sun's gone immediately.
So are you now? I know y'all got a wood shop, Billy. You need to get a better chicken situation going on. Take 2 stalls and make it to 1. You can
No.
do a better job with the
No.
chickens.
Now
You got
you're
your-
gonna rat me out. You're gonna make me rat myself out. We got
No,
something being
no.
built. We're
It
building
hurts
a
my-
chick
hold on,
shop.
hold on. Yeah,
Chick
hold on,
shop.
Billy. It hurts my heart that your chickens gotta take a dump in a bucket.
My chicken's free range. My chicken's got 31 acres. How many acres do your chicken have?
But
My chicken's
they,
got 31 acres.
but they got a beautiful box to lay their beautiful eggs, and you all got yours piled in a white 5-gallon bucket. That's
They choose that. They choose to lay their eggs. We've got milk cartons. Out in the wood shop, we got the wooden box, the trash box with all the trash in it. It's
Yeah.
got mostly sawdust. Guess where they lay their eggs? In the sawdust.
They just
Yeah,
love
we
the bucket.
love the sawdust.
Wow.
Okay, got a question to ask you. Because we're new chicken owners. What do you do about a rooster that is heartbroken because he was so spoilt when he was a baby and you haven't been able to spend enough time with him now, and now he's throwing a chicken fit?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll be some dumplings in a pot.
Well, no, he's not attacking. He's just like, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to touch you. Get
Oh,
away.
give me the cold shoulder. You gotta bring him in the
Yes.
house, Red. Bring
Red,
your
I'ma tell you
rooster in the
what you
house.
do, Red. What you gonna do, Red? I'm gonna
Let
tell
him
you how
sit
to
next to
solve
you.
that with that rooster, right? You roll up on him and you snatch him by his tail and you hang him up like you do the little babies and smack him
No
on the
Tony
butt.
tonight. No Yellow House. No, Tony was in surgery.
I can't do
Oh, Tony
that.
was
I
in
can't
surgery?
smack him. That's mean.
Tony had surgery?
Or something,
Yeah.
something was
Yeah.
wrong with his ear.
Yeah, I think it's
Got
cancer,
his
skin
ear.
cancer or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it cut out.
Yeah. Yeah, he cut a big chunk
That was.
on the top of his ear.
Granny Annie said, Glenn, hope you've had a wonderful day. And getting started on the homestead, we'll be eating the rooster next weekend. Or this Saturday. This coming Saturday.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, but what do you do with a rooster that's giving you the cold shoulder?
Yeah. Okay.
I just
We
told
don't
you,
want
roll
him to
up
do
on him.
that.
You pick him up by his feet, hang him upside down, you give him 2 swipes on his butt, and then tell him go on about his business.
I hear you.
Glendon said he was his friend.
I can't do that. I can't smack him. That's just mean.
I ain't say hurt him. I said tap him on his butt like a little baby. Get him back.
I can't do that either. I can't even smack my dogs when they do something wrong. I fuss at them and they go, "Oh, I'm sorry, mommy."
But what happened? You're not spending no time with him or something?
Well, it's been raining for over a week. And I mean raining. Like 80% of rain. Yeah.
So what you can do, seriously? No, I'm saying all jokes aside, because sometimes I had a chicken like that. She was getting picked on at one time. I went and got a dog cage. I had a dog cage, and you bring them inside the house for a little bit. You know what I mean? If your sons can get a little small dog cage and bring them in the house, feed them in the house, play the music and talk to them.
A white one. No. Look what I'm showing you. Get that cup.
Red Granny Annie said you put them in timeout. That's what she used to do.
I mean,
he's doing the timeout all by himself.
But Red, there's all jokes aside. If your sons can get got a small dog cage, bring them in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes tap him out, he want attention. So like
he does.
I'm telling you, I had a chicken like that. She was getting picked on real bad, and she'll stay to herself, right? I separated and I had a dog, extra dog cage, because my dog is big now. I brung it in, I fed her water, and long as she heard us talking and the music and the TV, about a week she was fine. She snapped out of it and she got back to being sociable. I'm saying it sounds crazy, but it works. So if your sons can get them and bring them in the house, play some music, talk to them, it might snap him out of it, because something might happen where, I don't know, like I say, he want the time, but like you said, it's rain out there, you can't get out there. So bring him in.
Yeah, after we lost Pebbles, which was one of our hens, I mean, these 4, we only had 3 hens in the rooster to start with, because it was our first. And when Pebbles died, he became extremely protective over the other 2 hens. He would not allow them out inside the bigger run. He would make them stay in the smaller one, and he would stand there like he was scared that somebody was going to take them too.
See, what happened was you must got your rooster from the hood, because he's a pimp. He lost his bottom chick. Nah, I'm just laughing.
Microphone messing around.
He done messed up his bottom chick, and his money's messed up. He can't get that much feed no more now. He's depressed.
Well, we're hoping that the chickens, because I'm buying 2 chickens off Glenn and April, and yes, I'm buying them.
Oh.
Anyways, we're going to add 2 more hens to see if that might help pick his self-esteem up. And
so if you're going to buy hens from Glenn and April, don't let them let you get the ugly ones. You get you a pretty one to make sure he got a pretty girlfriend. Because Glenn will try to get rid of the ugly chickens off on you.
I don't believe in ugly chickens. I really don't. I think every single one of them are absolutely precious. I can't help it. I'm a big time animal lover. That's why my first marriage, I married an ape.
I did too.
You said I married an ape.
I married a turd.
Oh Lord.
Hey, look at the white stuff on the top of the
April, I warned you. Every time you call Glenn a turd, I got a drink. So
oh
my God.
You're gonna have me floored by the end of tonight. I'll be sideways on the floor, live chatting with you.
Well,
you can't go this way.
After my divorce, I started dating again.
Every time she calls me that.
After my divorce and I started dating again, I ended up dating a circus monkey.
Oh, wow. But seriously, I'm ready. I mean, even though you're gonna buy some chickens from Glenn and April, but try to, if your sons can get the rooster, bring them in the house for about a week, a couple of days. Seriously, you can talk to him, you baby him. He might snap out of that antisocial thing. I'm seriously. I had a chicken like that. She was by herself. I brung her in. I had her for about a week, and just talking. She hear the music playing. She hear the TV going. The girls running around the house. She got comfortable, and she went back. She was fine. They get in the front.
All right. I'll tell Travis, because see, it's Travis. Travis and him were like this. I mean, because Travis used to hold him when he was a baby and love on him and all, and then it started raining, so we couldn't get out there to spend time with him, and it hurt his feelings.
Yeah. So if you bring him in the house with a cage, if you can get a cage or a box, bring him in the house, show him some love. Matter of fact, get in the car, go get him some mealworms and give him a little extra.
Actually, we got some.
Okay.
We got a great big huge bag of mealworms.
And
$40. We got mealworms too, $40. So expensive.
See, Billy don't know about chickens. Glenn might know about chickens, but I know they all have personalities. And I tell people, people say, oh, it's just a chicken. No, each chicken, if you've been around them long enough, they have their own personality.
No.
Yeah.
YouTube.
I do.
Acre says hi. Lazy Acres Homestead. Great to see you out on this birthday celebration.
They feel a certain way.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
I know the first round with chickens, right, Billy?
First time owner, yeah. Pigs, chickens, ducks.
Watch next season. Billy gonna know each chicken, even though he try to act like he don't. He's gonna
Ernie, Teddy, Blue,
and they all
Chatter.
And the reason why you know that is because they all have their own person. They're almost like dogs. They have their own.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They do get sad if you don't spend time with them.
Micro farmer.
Yes.
Well,
did you know a chicken loves milk?
I don't know. Mine love oatmeal in the wintertime. I don't
Try
know.
you a cup of milk. Set you a cup of milk in there and watch them go after it.
Yeah.
They'll drink milk like crazy.
Oh,
milk in their feed.
In the winter. What do you do?
Well, you put it in their feed too if you wanted to, if you soak in your feed, but you can just set a cup of milk in there and they'll drink every drop of it.
Yeah. So
how do you prepare their oats? I mean, do you cook them like you normally would?
Yeah,
and then let it cool down just a little bit?
All right. See, I don't know. See, in the winter up here, because I don't put heat on my chickens, right? So I'll go. Okay. Like if you get cold, right? Even Billy, because you're in the mountain, right, Billy? You go to the 99-cent stores and you buy the cheapest big box of oatmeal, right? And you cook it just like you would normally cook. And then you take out don't be scalding hot. They love warm oatmeal when it's cold. So you bring it out. Seriously. You bring them out nice warm oatmeal in the morning. It helps them out.
I'll show you what I feed them.
I plan on also feeding them black sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Because I know that will coat their feathers. Yeah. And I'm also going to be feeding them cracked corn because that kind of, heats up, works up their metabolism to where, they're busy and.
I'm gonna give you a heads up. Like I said, I tell people I don't know too much about gardening, but now you can go to the 99-cent store. There you go, that cheap stuff right there.
That's what I need to get.
But if you want to help their metabolism, cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
Wait. He said Kanye. Cayenne.
Cayenne. I'm gonna say cayenne. Kanye, here you go.
Now, Micro, you most time can go to like feed mills and stuff if you got local feed mills where they, make their own feeds.
Yeah.
And just ask for rolled oats. And that's pretty much the same thing as that oatmeal. And you usually get it by the bag full cheaper than you can get the little boxes of oatmeal.
Yeah, see, where I'm at, I'm in the city, not in the city, but in the suburbs. So we don't have those like down south. So you go to the cheap 99-cent store, you get it for 89 cents. You get you a case of that. I make a whole batch of that. I take it out in the morning and I throw it like slop. And they love it. It's warm. It keeps them warm.
Well, now another thing that helps.
And Billy,
yeah,
I know you was telling in your last video, do not give your chicken apple cider all the time. Like I know
Yeah,
everybody.
no. Once a week, right? Once a week for health.
Yeah, because some people thinking they keep pouring and you mess your chicken up.
Drinking a drink.
I mean, you mess them up by giving them too much vinegar.
Yeah, you try drinking too much vinegar all the time. It's not good. It's got to be reasonable.
No,
What about
Again.
probiotics, though? I mean,
No,
I got to
nothing. I mean, but see, now I don't think you're gonna need probiotics, Red, because your chickens is not like Billy chickens. Because Billy chickens, his goes. He said you free ranging yours on 31 acres, right?
They go wherever. Yeah, they're out
Yeah.
now. They walk around, eat everything.
Our chickens are confined to a certain area, Red. So we don't need all that antibiotic stuff that people are gonna push on you, because your chickens are not free ranging like Billy's chickens. They're not going through picking up wrong things.
Actually, by micro,
Okay.
yours would come nearer needing it than the free range,
Yeah,
because the free range ones are getting out eating all these bugs and insects and picking up all this little grit and minerals and stuff
yeah,
off the ground. And they're actually, most time, they're healthier than a chicken that's confined.
yeah,
The natural habitat of a chicken is to run loose.
yeah. Because what happened is,
Well,
Red,
see, our dog pens, we got an innovative chicken coop,
yeah,
and it's inside of a 10-foot by 10-foot, 100 square foot dog kennel.
okay. But
Well,
see,
see, one of my chicken tractors down there is 10 foot wide, 20 foot long. And I
Yeah, I've
move
seen that
it.
big.
I move it with Artie
the
Cat all the
difference
time.
you, Red, and Billy and Glenn is, now Glenn might not have no guy over there spraying the crops, because if they got a crop spray, what happened is what happened is if they pick up a dead mice that was fed poison,
Poison.
then
Yeah.
it'll poison your chicken. If you have a
It'll
poison,
kill them.
it'll poison the chicken. But see, that's saying me and you, we're not gonna have that issue. Now Billy and Glenn might have it, but Glenn said nobody sprays around his property.
No, we don't spray. We're organic here. We don't
Yep.
spray it.
No, I'm talking
We
about,
are too organic. I mean, we got field mice because
Yeah.
we
Well,
live
see,
in the
on
middle
the-
of the woods, literally.
yeah.
So we got
One
field
side of
mice.
it is woods. The back side is woods for a little ways, and then there's
Okay.
a big hay field out behind it.
Yeah.
But then the other side of me over here is houses and stuff and a big horse farm. So I ain't got nobody now. We got fields across the highway over here in front of the house that they.
Nobody, but you ain't got no crop sprays. That's what I'm saying. No crop.
That's what I'm saying. The fields over here across the road in front of us, they do corn and stuff. And then way over on the backside, off the backside of the farm over there, ways there's some cornfields over there, but there's none real close enough to where the spray should ever.
Yeah. That's what I was just telling Billy. 'Cause I know Billy just got a few chickens, but he's gonna probably have 140 chickens by next spring, because he's been eating a bunch of
We gotta
them.
feed
So
them.
he's gonna have a lot of chickens.
I wouldn't have that many chickens unless they were meat chickens, because meat chickens are money to yourself. The egg layers, you just need a handful of them. You really don't need too many.
But the only thing I would give you, Billy, advice, Billy, is that if you're gonna do all those chickens, right? And Glenn probably can tell you better than I can tell you. You have young kids. If you give the foxes and little bobcats feed, I don't know what's in Virginia, you gotta watch your children, because once they find a food source, they coming. I have a coyote out here and a fox. So, and I'm in the city. I'm in a suburb area. So if you free range them, trust me, the foxes, the small little bobcat will be on the perimeters of your property of that 31 acres.
We were worried about that for a while. I haven't seen anything yet. Until I have a dead chicken, then I'll worry.
Oh no, you ain't gonna see a bobcat.
We have possums and we have raccoons and stuff like that. But so far, they haven't bothered our chickens. The only problem that we are having so far is every time we go out there, the deer is staring into the chicken run.
The deer?
We got deer literally staring into the chicken run.
Wow.
They're looking at that feed you giving them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they wonder if they get in there.
oh,
Rub
you
your nose.
Yeah.
because you feed
Getting-
your chicken corn, right? You say you-
Well, it's 24% protein. It's by Demore.
oh, yeah.
It's chicken food.
Oh,
Yeah, get him
But yeah,
started
I
on
mean, Travis
homestead
drove
food.
up-
If you give the chickens too much apple cider vinegar, it'll give the chickens screaming chicken poop.
oh,
Well,
Don't mind me,
Travis drove up the other day,
Doritos and hot sauce.
and he got out of the car, and a
Yeah.
baby deer still had its spots. Just came walking up to him like, "Hi." He said he looked over, and its mama was over at the chicken coop staring at the chickens.
you
That's cute.
must thought she was at KFC and wanted a 2-piece and a biscuit.
We just bought a bucket of chicken KFC the other day. Now I love drumsticks. Oh,
Yeah.
it's my favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, I
the
love
night
chicken
we had
thighs.
to take. Well, we had to take Matt to the dentist, and so he was able to eat the mashed potatoes and the coleslaw.
Yeah.
But this side of his face, his right side, was twice the size as it should have been. He was hurting bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
His
that
whole
looks
face was
very
just
hurtful.
Well, yeah, he had an abscess on his gums or something.
and he had an abscess tooth.
Oh,
I mean, his whole I mean, it looked horrible. That poor boy went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday without any help.
wow.
I was able to get him into the dentist Monday.
Mm, wow.
And the dentist looked in his mouth and went, "Oh, wow."
Mm. Dang. I don't wish that on my worst enemy because that's a painful situation. It feel like
Oh, yeah.
blow up. Feel like your face want to crack open. When it
Well,
swell
they
like,
put him on 2 different antibiotics,
uh-huh.
amoxicillin and I mean, that's the one for pain. Amoxicillin and something else. But they put him on 2 different antibiotics. One of them is 250 milligrams and the other one is 500 milligrams.
Oh. So Billy,
Yeah.
how you liking that move from Boston down there? Are you liking it? You getting adjusted to the morning up early, or are you still waking up at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning?
I wake up at you can go by, boo. You can go by. She just got out of the shower. They can't see you on the film. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I have a terrible sleep schedule.
Oh.
Wow.
So how are you liking it? Like, I mean, we know you've been down there for what, 3 months now? 3, 4 months?
3 months, about 3 months.
So how
I
you
wouldn't
liking
go
it?
back to Boston.
Huh?
You couldn't give me $1 million. You could put $1 million in Boston and say, live here. I'd tell you no. Can't do it. You know, this is freedom.
How do you feel the adjustment? That's what I'm saying. Since you just been down there, how you feel the adjustment? Is you feeling more relaxed? Your blood pressure? You feel more?
Oh yeah, everything. I'm not a nut job anymore. You guys, some of you may or may not have seen the Crocker Pot videos that I used to make. I was wired out of my skull, complete lunatic.
So how the kids are liking it? I know they probably miss their friends from the city. So how the kids adjusting to it?
They hate that they don't have any friends, but they like the fact that there's 31 acres they can walk around. They've got a rope swing. They can actually go outside. We used to live in a mobile park. You couldn't go outside because if a van drove by, someone grabbed your kids, you know?
Well, hello,
So
Doug.
it's kind
my
of scary.
God.
Well, it's Boston. There's a lot of creepers up there.
So,
But
so you think
it's wonderful down here for everybody. We all like it.
so? How old's your kids now?
8 and 9.
You might get them not the gas ones, but the little electric ATVs, the little small ones. They go for like $100 a bit. No, you're not
Won't
giving.
work. We need the gas ones.
Oh, you need
Too
the gas.
hilly. Yeah, it's too hilly here.
No, you gave me the age. I wouldn't put them on a gas one, you know, because those go like.
Bella can almost drive my truck. If she could reach the pedals, she'd drive my truck.
Oh, you know what you
Wow.
do? Oh, you
At
know
8
what you,
years old, I was driving farm tractors through the tobacco fields, pulling sleds for the. For
no, I'm just concerned because the age group, you know. But you could try to find an old golf court A cart.
Oh, I'd love one of those.
Huh?
Love one.
And you could give that to them. They could just ride an old golf course, a cart. So they could just ride up and down. It goes about what, 30 miles, 35 miles an hour.
Ooh,
I mean,
it's pretty fast.
According to which kind you get and how they're set up. You can get some that's geared lower and run slower, but you can get some of them and soup them up, and them things will fly.
Yeah, but we talk. Okay, Glenn, we talk about 8 and 9-year-old kids.
I know it. I'm just telling you, though, the options you got there.
Hey, April, I sent you a message.
But they would probably like that. You found the old golf court. Like you might can find one for $300 or $400.
I would love to.
They can just get it and go up up to the barn, drive around, get used to it. Then next year when they turn 10 or 11, then you upgrade them to a faster one, bigger one.
No, you get a clutch and you drop in a gear in a Briggs and Stratton 9-horsepower engine, a little lawnmower engine, let them take off. Just modify it on the axle.
One of them Harbor Freight Predator engines on them 212 cc. And
12.
they will scoop with
$700.
Glenn,
$99.
Glenn, the young kids' bones are not like our bones now. These are fragile. They're like the new cars I had. They're made of the new aluminum. Me and you, we'll fall off it, get up, dust ourselves. These kids now, they fall.
No, them kids' bones are still flexible. Ours is getting brittle.
Those kids fall. If those kids fall off their bike nowadays, they immediately call their lawyer and sue their parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's something. I got something. Let me do one real quick.
Yeah.
My 9-year-old's phone is like what we're holding, right? It's all technology.
Yeah.
My phone when we were kids was the little white phone with the little plastic earring thing, and like your grandfather's phone was the 2 tin cans and the string at 9.
Yeah. So that's what I say. Like, I'd be like, when I was a kid, we used to fall off the mini bikes. Remember the little mini bikes with the motors? We crash, we get up, we dust ourselves. A kid now get hurt with a bicycle. You're in the ER with multiple fractures. I'm like, I should be dead. Many fractured bones I done had.
It's another funny thing too. Back then we didn't have no helmets, knee pads, nothing like that. And now they look like football players trying to ride their bicycles.
Or maybe I caught Red looking at your comment, dear.
I'm going to look now.
But yeah, so I know they're gonna love those acres, man. So if you could find something on Craigslist, I know it'd be like a Christmas treat with them,
Well, I don't know up there where you at, Micro, but down here, you can't hardly find a golf cart under $2,500.
Correct. So everywhere we look on Craigslist, I look every single day. It's not like where you live in Connecticut near Boston. Where you listen, that Craigslist is amazing where you live. Don't take it for granted. Down here, where North Carolina, where we live, and Virginia and Tennessee, there's nothing. They want a bucket of rust, right, with no engine, no tires. They want to charge you $5,000. Get out of here.
But
Too
then
much.
Here it goes, Billy. You put the tractor, the trailer on your truck, and you come up and get it from up here and bring
That's right. Yeah.
You have to get Micro find you one up there and get it in his yard so you can go up there and get it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's how some slingshot it. Like if you find something up here, I'll meet you halfway or something. I'll meet you in Norfolk, Virginia. I mean, like you said, you're from Boston. A lot of stuff up here is cheap. Like you can get
cheap.
4-wheelers,
Tons of stuff.
Tons of stuff and bring it back to the South. And with 31 acres, you don't even have to register it. You know what I'm saying?
Boston and Connecticut is like a disposable place. They get a brand new car, and 5 months later, they didn't like the color of it. They dump it for a fraction of the price and get another new car.
But
people
Billy,
got money up there.
Billy, but you know who those people are. I live right next to those type of people. Yep. I don't know if Glenn and Miss Red don't know those people, but we know them. They buy a bedroom set. Next year, they changing out the whole bedroom set.
Out on the curb.
On the curb. 4
Yeah,
or $5,000
bedroom set sitting on a curb, brand new, not even a scratch on it. Got the tags and the plastic still on it.
I have to be honest with you. My first marriage, my first and only marriage, the guy was rich.
Yeah.
He, and I'm not kidding when I say this, he spent over $100,000 in a year.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of change.
But this man was so dumb, he couldn't pour pee out of a boot with instructions on the bottom.
But these people, they buy things for their kids, and they'll be on the street. It'll be sitting in front of the yard next week. They don't care. It'll be brand new stuff. They don't
Go-kart, brand new gas go-kart, right? $900 go-kart. My kids didn't like it. It was the wrong color. And it's stuck out in the curb. I hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
He went to take a shower one day. Now, mind you, he's a rich boy. Everything was done for him. He went to take a shower, and he didn't know that the little thing on top of the nozzle that you pull up for the shower.
Yeah.
Well, he stepped in the shower and turned on the water, and that came out at him. He started screaming. I took off towards the bathroom thinking something had happened. And he was screaming, I can't turn the shower off. I can't turn the shower off.
Wow. Wow. So that's what I was saying, because I got the truck. So if I find some stuff, man, like I said, once did they take y'all off the hot list yet? Anybody?
No, we're still COVID dangerous, supposedly. Everything's closed down. We went down to Tennessee to go buy stuff. They won't even let us in the store.
Oh, wow. How about you, Glenn? They take y'all off.
Supermarkets are open.
No.
No.
Not that I know of. I ain't heard nothing about it. I know Walmart, they won't let you in unless you got a mask. And
Wow. When that Waffle House should have been closed. Talking about COVID. And I was all getting sick again.
Well, the other day I had my mask with me, but they never said that we had what part of our face we had to cover up. So I moved it up to my head and had it right here as I was trying to go in the store.
What was this talking about today? Putting it on your beard?
I've seen a lot of people going into the store where they say they had to have a mask.
Yeah.
And they had it hung over their chin. Mouth, nose, everything's still wide open, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I went to go past the lady, and the lady goes, ma'am, you have to have your mouth covered up. You have to have your mouth covered up. I just went on. Travis turned around, looked, and went, too late, and kept going.
Oh, because here it can be $1,000 fine.
You get a fine. Yep.
You're getting $1,000 fine for a $4 mask or a $1 mask.
If the man's got control.
Ridiculous.
$1,000.
Well, now most of the stores down here, except for maybe Walmart, you walk out there. Now you go into Walmart, they got people standing out there with masks in their hands. If you ain't got one on, I reckon they offer you one or sell you one out there or whatever, but you gotta get it and put it on before you go in the store.
Probably sell it.
Probably.
I had a mask there at Walmart today. And I was like, are you crazy?
We got Dr. Pepper with up below.
Oh,
That's
no.
not good.
You don't drink it that way, Red.
Swallow it.
That's wrong
My
straw.
ex-boyfriend and I was driving down the road, and I opened up a root beer. Now, it didn't fizz when I opened it up, but when I went to drink it, that's when it fizzed. I went down in my lungs and out through my nose. I look like a rabid squirrel.
Yeah. You know,
I bet so.
I'm not gonna lie. I always say the Lazy Acres family, right? I would love when all this is over with, either we find the biggest venue. I think the person who has the biggest venue is Billy at this point. Everybody just come and have like a family reunion to meet everybody that's in the Lazy Acre family that we know of, and just have a powwow.
I would love it.
That would be fun.
Together.
Imagine if my dream came true and I had, 12 cabins here and like another 10 campsites, and we had the co-op running with like 4 or 5 families living here. and everything growing and all the animals and having. I mean, just if my dream came to fruition, it'd be wonderful. And you know, we want to have a YouTube studio put in, or at least I did, made out of a shed. So I mean, I would love to host that kind of stuff.
Billy,
Well, one thing that stops me from going a lot of places is a lot of places
Billy.
are not handicap accessible.
But see, here it goes, Billy. Your dream gonna come true. Right now, what's messing up your dream is COVID. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Everything's slow.
I explained to you how. Well, I haven't got to talk to you and Corey. That dream that y'all have, that y'all want to do, that can be done within 5 years. But you know, when you're busy trying to create something, is really what you need. You need somebody to. It's almost like timeshare type. I'm calling it timeshare, but it's not timeshare. You need investors to have a spot to come into. Like everybody.
Yeah, we need dreamers, man. We really need dreamers. And I'm not talking space shots. I'm talking someone that can throw a seed in the ground, water it, and go, it grew, and repeat that process. And say, you know, my tire went flat, so I put a plug in it myself. Like, can repair it themselves. Like, you know, reasonable people that can do simple things. You know,
hydraulic line and taking the wrench, taking it off, going to the store, getting one made, and coming back home, putting it back on.
See, Billy, what I see what's going on with you, which I will talk to you. I'm gonna tell you what's I know financial, but I'm not talking about finance. What you need, I know Corey's 70-something years old. You need at least 3 more guys. I say buy into your thing. You need at least 3 more males about our size who really can push out work. You know what I'm saying? That guy gonna look at you talking about, oh, I'm high. To get the dream done, you're gonna need
workers,
3 to 4 more young men who's
strong.
Gonna put in work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know it's hard.
I understand
because most of those people aren't around. You know what I mean? They talk shit. They come here and then they won't do anything. They'll sit inside all day on the internet. And I just can't have that.
Oh no. You need somebody who's gonna bust their chops, man, because they gotta have the dream power.
They have the dream. That's why we're meeting people. We want to meet people and vet them in. Mostly Corey. I can't vet them in. I can only be like, yeah, I can suggest. But he knows what he wants. So I go out and I look, and I found you, and I'm like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. This is good. This will work. You know.
Yeah. But see, I wouldn't offer nothing. I would offer a dream to be part of it, to share. You were saying. Now, I would say, like I was telling earlier, I'll probably say 2 more people or 4 more people on an investment on an investment side. For everybody else is what y'all said, the co-op thing. Like, you put your work in, you be able to share the facilities. You come with your RV on the weekend.
Show up, yep.
You don't own nothing here, but due to you putting in equity, sweat equity, you could come. We'll give you a card that you become a member for your sweat equity, but you're not owning nothing. We're not giving you your own spot.
Now, Corey said 2 different things. I'm a physical worker here.
Yeah,
I don't make any money, but
you
I put in my work.
More people like that.
And those are physical workers. There are other people who are going to be investors that are just going to buy land and enjoy this place. You know what I mean? I understand that's going to happen with some people. Some people are like, no, I just want an acre. I'm just going to invest and go. You know. But then
I want to reach out to a really good friend of mine. I don't know how many of y'all know Duncan Homestead, 1900 Homestead.
Yep.
Duncan,
yeah.
Yeah, Brenda. Yeah, she's in the chat tonight. Oh, she's awesome. I love her. I swear to goodness. Some nights we could talk 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours. But she's awesome.
Yeah.
She told me just now, she goes, you know, I'm not supposed to snort my Dr. Pepper. I'm supposed to drink it. And I said, at least it wasn't a Coke.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the reason I told you a while ago you had the wrong straw.
Red, you're going to get this live stream shut down.
Well, thank you, James.
Yeah, Glenn said hello to Duncan Homestead a while ago, but I don't know if he heard him. And I went and typed in. She heard him. I'm sorry, but I typed in hello to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. I love Brenda. I love her dearly.
Yes.
I met her last year at the HOA. And I was so overwhelmed that day. Oh God, I was overwhelmed. And
What's the HOA? Tell me, and I'm dumb.
I saw who it was, and I'm like, and instead of going, Brenda like that, I went, Brenda. Scared her almost half to death. She thought she was going to have to get up and start running because she didn't know who the heck just yelled at her.
Yeah.
Do I know you? I don't owe you any money, do I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we just hit it off. It's kind of funny. You make a friend by scaring the total, out of them.
The Jesus out of them. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't make my jokes. They're terrible. I have to hold my tongue.
Yeah.
After that roast, we understand.
Yeah.
After your number 3 roast, we understand.
Well,
oh yeah, you know me, yeah. I have no filter, you know what I mean? I just
earlier tonight where his peaches were, because we so far this year we've canned 75 pounds of peaches.
What? Yeah, I better see some fried pies.
And Billy asked me, he goes, "Well, Red, where's my peaches?" And I went, "I think they're still on the tree, Billy."
You just want me down there to pick them for you. I will pick them, but I'm going to pocket a few.
So how long it took you, Red, or the peaches were already established? It took you 3 years to get peaches, or it was already established when you purchased the property?
Oh, we bought ours. We bought ours from Wade's family orchard. We go through them for like apples and stuff like that. Love them.
So
absolutely love them.
How big?
How long it took you to get fruit off those trees?
She ain't got the tree. She goes over to orchard close to her and buys them.
Oh, you buy them. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just buying the apples, peaches, and stuff like that from the orchard.
Yeah, I know apples take 3 years minimal just to get like a handful of them off a tree.
Oh. Because I've
gotten apples from my sister before, but she's all the way in West Virginia. I ain't driving to West Virginia for apples when I could drive 45 minutes up the road to Wade's orchard.
Oh, okay.
Someone doesn't like their sister.
Red, get that look off your face.
I'm going to be nice because they're my family, but I don't really want to.
I just did 5 jars of pickles. I pickled cucumbers. So did that with the girl. They took the cucumbers off outside and I pickled them. So they taste delicious.
Pickle anything. I can't. Last time I tried to make pickles, Travis forbid me to ever make them again because he said I came up with a new form of tear gas. So he forbid me to make them anymore.
Oh Lord. So I'm trying to do a stuff. I don't know. Can y'all pickle it? No. Can y'all pickle potatoes?
I know you can make potato wine or potato liquor.
But what I really want to do, because I'm like Billy right now, I'm getting a lot of eggs because 31 chickens and now they're kicking out. So I'm getting
eggs.
How do you pickle eggs? Do you boil them first and then you put them in a jar?
You boil them.
But
boil them.
But how you do the recipe for that? I probably got to go online for pickled eggs.
Water, vinegar, sugar, salt.
I usually use a 50-50 blend of water and vinegar if I'm making it myself.
Not apple cider vinegar. Don't use apple cider vinegar.
So what you use
regular white vinegar. Yeah.
Yep. And I'll put some
5%, 6% acidity.
Put you some jalapeno peppers in there, and that'll give them not a bunch. That just adds some flavor to them.
Okay.
But have you ever eaten any of the pickled sausages?
No. A lot of people call them hot weenies.
No,
like
that's a southern thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have them at the house? April Glenn, you have hot weenies at the house?
And they
But
got
you-
Bahama Mamas and all sorts of pickled hot sausages.
So, April, you talk about something like, because we had that up here, Billy. You might have seen them. The Red Hots were in a jar. You remember those? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
the
You
Red
too.
Hots would be in a jar with pickle, whatever juice.
Yep.
Yeah.
they can boil you some eggs and throw them in that pickled sausage juice, and them are the best pickled eggs ever.
And do you do pickle pig feast the same way?
Now, I've never done no pickled pig feet.
But you
You
do.
can.
Yeah, you pickle them the same way as you do the pickling eggs with just the vinegar and water mix.
Oh, okay. And you put a bay leaf in there, right? Something like that.
Sure. You can do that. Yep.
I
Let it
think,
flavor the water.
I think
That might
some
be a
people,
northern
like
thing.
you said a while ago, puts a little bit of pepper too, if they want it a little spicy.
Okay.
Microfarmer, here's what's funny. You're going to talk about things that I'm going to agree with. Like, you do a bay leaf. We're northerners. There's a lot of Italian food up here. Bay leaves are common. Down there, it might be something different, So where you're like, can you do this? I'm like, oh, absolutely. And they're going to be like, no, we do it differently.
I ain't never I don't use bay leaves, so.
See? I use it in everything.
Oh,
It's a northern spice.
oh.
Let's see.
So
I love
tell
cooking
me-
with spices. I do. I love cooking with spices.
Mhm.
You know, like
I'm-
I'm a
thyme,
use bay
rosemary,
leaves a lot,
and
so,
parsley.
So this question goes out to Glenn because y'all have more stuff than we do. Have you ever pickled your steaks and stuff like your beef? I heard people have been pickling meat. Have y'all been pickling your meat? Have you ever tried that?
Meat.
Nope.
Mhm.
Well, that wasn't pickling it though, but Mama used to can sausage, fry it up and put it in jars and sell it up, to where like going camping trips and stuff like that to have. Now the way you don't have to spend so much time frying it up, like you got there,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to think that pickled meat, because of the acidity level sitting in acid, is going to dissolve it into a mush. And you're going to have like something funky.
But I've seen the people in Alaska homesteads, they've been doing that.
Pickle?
Like they elk, they deer, and they will
pickle it.
They'll pickle the
Oh.
meat.
Yeah, I think you can before you cook it, Billy.
Yeah.
But now once you
Because
cook
vinegar's
it,
a tenderizer.
And then there's somebody they
Yeah.
pickle they salmon too.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
I bet that would
You
be
can. I guess
good.
you can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Microfarmer, when you get down here, we're going to pickle us everything. We're going to pickle turtle, we're going to pickle frog, pickle some tomatoes.
Hey,
Yeah.
pickled tomatoes are actually good.
Uh,
Doing green tomatoes in pickle juice with cauliflower.
Because they pickle cabbage, right? You do pickled cabbage, right? You can pickle the cabbage, the vegetables.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely. Kimchi.
Sauerkraut.
Kimchi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Korea, it's
The
called
pine
kimchi when they add the hot stuff to it.
Pickled peppers. Say that real quick.
See, those are things. Those
Yeah,
are
pickled jalapeno
The
peppers.
Pied
those
the
are
Pied
all-
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Oh,
How many people are watching us? I gotta go check the computer.
I think.
5.
Yeah.
Just us. Who's the oddball? Who's sitting here?
Brenda and she oddball.
So Glenn, when you do yours, you don't buy your cattle your cattle no more. You just breed yours.
Pretty much for the last while, that's all I've done.
You've been breeding
yeah,
yours.
the ones that we freezer camped or getting ready to freezer camp. Both
Yeah.
of them was born here, and we know
No, they
everything.
weren't born here. They was born here.
I said born here.
No, you said born.
You
I
turned.
need to confess something. I need
Go
to
ahead.
confess something.
Okay.
Confess. We'll take your confession.
Okay. Father, please forgive me for making an idiot out of myself just right now, but you'll understand why. When I was in my early 20s, now mind you, my mom had reached in a oven and pulled out something, and the towel caught on fire. Well, it scared the living what out of me. But I refused to go back in the kitchen. I was 8. When I was in my 20s, I thought I knew everything. My was smelled like roses. until I figured out that I didn't know how to cook. I didn't even know how to make a hot dog. Every time I thought maybe you just put it in a pan and you heated it up, but every time I
needed
went
water.
to roll it, where the meat came off. I'm
Wow.
like, shit. So I stuck it under I had a barbecue fork, so I stuck it on that and stuck it underneath the broiler in my oven.
Are you losing your balls?
Wow.
Well, I decided not to have any more hot dogs. So there for a while, I survived off the Captain Crunch and Strawberry Boone's farm. I was actually rather skinny during that time. But after I had Travis, I realized I needed to cook, if not only for me, but for him.
Yeah.
I am
You're
now
scaring me because it was Michelle who burns everything, and he while lighting your cereal on fire.
Well, when I started cooking, I realized that I can actually do this.
Oh.
And so now I enjoy it. I'm not scared of the kitchen. But honestly, I will confess that when I was 21, 22 years old, no, 21, I did not even know how to make a hot dog. That is my confession.
Wow.
I still don't know how. So
Yeah, right.
What are you eating, Glenn?
Let me
I just had an
say,
orange.
my first experience here with my friend Nick. He's from Florida. He was up here, and I had the potato harvest, the red potatoes. So I was trying. My first time ever making potato meat. I used potato with the meat. Came out decent. First time ever.
Say that one more time, microphone. What were you making? Red. Gotta cover that mouth. You. I know. You cut them out.
Potatoes. The potatoes. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but the Italians have this dish, and some people, other cultures, have the meat potatoes. You mash the potatoes up, you boil them, and you put meat, ground beef in it. You can put cheese, mozzarella, and you fry them. They call meatballs. They got potato balls. They call potato balls with meat inside of it. Have anybody
Potato
ever
ball.
tried it before?
I've never
Heard
tried
about 'em.
that.
Haven't tried it. Nope.
I hadn't.
Yeah, it's you like if you have too much potatoes, you mash them up and you let them cool off. You could do it with pork, you could do it with spices, and then you take it and you put meat inside the middle of it, and you make like a soft ball, fry a hard ball, and you put it in grease and you fry them. They're nice things, and you put marinara sauce on them. It's real good.
Well, now I know how to take leftover mashed potatoes and make like hush puppies and stuff like that.
Tater
And
cakes.
Oh, okay. Because it's almost like a quiche. You ever had a quiche? Anybody had a quiche?
Have
Don't
what?
even know what it is.
Made with potato.
The potatoes. It's the
Potato,
potato
yeah.
fry. It's a quiche.
Yep, had that. Yep.
It goes
Never
good.
had it.
Huh?
Never had it.
Delicious. It's like a square potato, fried potato with like mashed potato, what you're saying. You dip it in cornstarch or flour and you fry it, and then you put like mustard, hot mustard, not the regular cheap mustard. You use golden hot mustard to give it a spicy mustard, not that Grey Poupon crap.
I thought that's supposed to be the best.
Oh boy, Billy went to get the Grey Poupon. I knew it. I knew it.
I've actually got some Grey Poupon over there too.
The Grey Poupon.
I ran out of brown mustard.
I don't like mustard.
I like
like
regular mustard.
Oh,
In.
It's actually
I don't
good.
like-
And putting it on
There you
the
go. I
road.
don't like bologna either.
You know what Loretta Lynn said bologna done to you, don't you?
What?
You just need to go watch Coal Miner's Daughter.
Yep.
oh Lord.
You explain it.
Yeah.
That's how she wound up with all her kids.
Billy got it.
Oh
No, that went over
my!
my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loretta Lynn said that bologna was like green M&Ms.
Yeah, but they didn't have M&Ms back in them days.
Probably not.
That's funny. I don't like M&Ms either.
I'm not going there, Ed. My face done red. I'm out of this.
Oh, sir.
And I really do not like Vienna sausages.
Oh, Glenn loves those.
Yeah, very good.
I think Michael Carmen knows what I meant by that.
If he comes back with Vienna sausages, we'll know he
about
is a
M&Ms.
country boy.
And all that, and I said, the sausages, he started giggling. I went, he got the joke on that one. He got the joke.
Yep.
The only thing I don't care for too much was sardines in a can. They come with sauce and tomato, those sardines.
Oh, my dad used to eat those things. Ugh, they stink
I like
so
sardines.
Yeah.
bad.
He's becoming a country boy.
They got
Oh
sardines.
God, watch
and
him come back with the can of potted meat next. No, he got the
sardines.
sardines.
Have you ever eaten with the Louisiana hot sauce? And
No, they have it. They have the sardines with hot sauce already in it. They
Yeah.
hot sauce.
They're good. Put you some vinegar.
Wow.
There you go. Those are good too.
See, I'm
Oh,
Damn.
Ew.
That's
see,
Oh,
good.
no.
Billy, spam is the devil's
Ugh.
play.
Spam.
I cannot tolerate spam at all. Fried,
I'd rather eat bologna than spam.
something's
Take
wrong.
and fry you some spam and put it on the bread with mayonnaise.
Name another canned food that we don't have.
I like mayonnaise. But I'm telling you, if my bread is wet in any way, if my bread is wet, I will not eat it. It looks like somebody's already chewed it for me. I will not eat it.
There you go, mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. I can't believe you
what
put
else?
it to our mayonnaise.
Name another canned food.
Get Duke's mayonnaise.
I said potted ham.
Duke's is the best.
Canned ham?
No, not canned ham. Potted ham. No, potted ham.
Oh,
Canned
my,
ham is good
Canned ham.
too.
I got
You know
canned
what
ham.
potted ham is?
that stuff tastes like a rubber mat.
Take and mix it with some mayonnaise and put it on some bread and see how good it is.
I know it's gonna be good for a laxative.
I don't know about that. It ain't never
Fly
gone.
right out of you.
Name another canned good.
Oh
Pick
man!
a pig feet.
That's
All right, here
George.
you go, Billy.
It's
I know
canned.
you can't get you potted meat. Red Devil's potted meat. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Red Devil potted meat.
Yep.
That's what I
I
kind of
know it is.
thought a while ago when I said potted ham.
Yeah, you had
All
potted.
right. So far, Billy has pulled out every food item we have mentioned
Yeah.
to this
How
point.
about chili beans?
Chili
Or
beans?
chili beans?
Let's see if he got it. It's probably that that Hormel one too.
If he ain't got it, I'll be surprised.
When he gets back, we're gonna ask him about pig brains.
Well, don't tell him beforehand. He can still hear.
Oh,
Just because he can't see, you can't see him, don't mean he can't hear you.
out of sight, out of mind, right?
With you, yes.
Do we?
Yeah, you'll turn around and start talking about me.
I'm gonna ask him. Do you got cranberry sauce, the jelly cranberry sauce? Anybody got that?
No.
I don't have it. He don't like it. Well, we don't like it. Now I like cranberries.
Okay, what you got?
What brand is that?
Canel. I'm not quite sure about the brand, but I just want to know how to pronounce it.
No,
There's
There's
northern
northern
beans.
beans.
Ain't there one of them chili beans?
That's what you use in them.
There's
though.
black beans.
Black beans.
All right.
Kidney
Kidney
beans.
beans.
Yep, kidney
All right.
beans.
Now that goes in chili beans.
And pork and beans.
No, that's not pork.
pinto
That's
beans. Pinto beans. I gotta get up here.
They
where
got
I
a whole
see.
armload
All
to
right,
come back.
here it goes.
Vegetarian beans.
Yeah, you got see Billy. You got to get cranberry sauce, jelly cranberry sauce.
Holy cow, he's got it.
I get it.
Oh,
Really?
great.
Oh. Did you see what Brenda said? She goes, "Do you have any canned tamales?"
Oh,
Billy,
Misery's MAKA.
canned pig brains.
Pig brains? No, come on. That's
Yeah,
that's
you get it's a thing. It's real. You can buy
I know,
canned
but
pig brains.
no, can't. We don't. No, I don't think we have tomato.
Well,
If he comes back to his canned tamales, I'm going to lose it.
You're gonna have to put all the groceries back up tomorrow.
Hey, Misery's M, aka the Queen Bee for You, says, hey, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Glad you joined us.
Yes, Misery's M, thank you.
Pickled pig's feet.
Yep, I just seen that.
pickled pig feet. He ain't gonna have that.
Bacon spam, yummy. Duncan said bologna equals poor man's steak. That ain't no doubt.
Yep.
Well, I'm poor then, because I love me some bologna, fried bologna sandwiches.
Some good fried bologna sandwiches are good.
I share of them over the years.
And the
Yeah.
So I don't like bologna. I just don't. I guess because we ate it all the time when I was a kid.
Sorry, Red, Miss Red.
Whoa, okay, now I understand why the lights just
Chipotle
went off just a bit ago. You hear that?
I can't eat the chicken and pork bologna. I gotta eat beef bologna.
Yeah,
Beef
beef
bologna.
I
bologna.
can't mess with chicken and pork mixed breed bologna. Everything has to be beef.
Yeah.
Even beef franks, all that. I can't mess with nothing that has pork and chicken.
They
Hey
are
guys, I'm
great.
gonna have to go. That storm I hit y'all earlier, it's
Yeah.
sitting right up top of us.
Wow.
All
Light
righty,
just
well,
went out, so a little bit, it flickered.
yeah, text me in a little bit and let me know you're okay.
I will.
All
I
right,
will.
love you,
I'll tell
Red.
you what, that thunder hit this house earlier. It shook the whole house. I was actually doing a cha-cha in my wheelchair.
Here we go,
Yeah.
Glenn. Glenn, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if we can do this. How many people can come into a chat? We can make our own game show called the Lazy Game Show. Hold on. We
I
gonna
like that idea.
right,
I do too.
and it's gonna go for points, right? We're gonna shout out something in the house, like Price is Right. Who has a safety pin? And somebody's got to run real quick and bring back the safety pin. Like you see
Wow.
Billy doing. So
French
All
style.
right, yeah, I'm heading off here. It's starting to really pick up out there.
okay,
All
Red.
right. Good night, Red.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
All right, good night, Red.
Good night.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
A nice
Bye.
game show. Like you,
Look at my
name-
stock.
Oh Lord, that's everything. That's a little
Wow.
No,
Hey,
that's some of it.
Hold up. That's a bodega, Billy. They don't know what a bodega is, probably, but that's a bodega you got in the back.
Look at my stock.
Wow.
All that.
I was
all that-
thinking, oh my
All right,
God.
Billy.
Hey,
You got
between
Billy.
Billy's cabinet and that
Got ravioli.
freezer, we survive
Chef
for a while.
Party ravioli.
What is it?
Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Ravioli, right? We probably got those.
You got kids. Everybody who has a kid in the house got to have some ravioli. Or
You have
spaghetti.
ravioli if you got a kid.
Yeah,
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
spaghetti
I got-
and meat.
ravioli or spaghetti. A
Spaghetti
spaghetti.
and meatball. Spaghetti and meatball. We didn't get any ravioli.
But you got spaghetti meatball. Chef Party.
Seem to be up my purse.
She must have some kids or grandkids.
She
Yeah.
must.
Ah, spaghetti and meatballs.
Chef
Yeah,
Boyardee.
yep.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have that. You gotta have kids. You gotta have that.
Yep.
That's no
That's the
joke.
reason when you said that a while ago about the kids, I was like, yep, spaghetti and meatballs. Gotta have that for the kids.
Yep.
All right. There's not a Southern household that doesn't have saltine crackers.
Exactly.
Saltine crackers, soda
yeah.
crackers, right?
No, saltine.
Yes, soda crackers. That's what we got.
Saltine crackers.
Oh, all right.
Dude.
He's gonna bring the wrong kind.
Where
Oh,
we
he
at?
got the best
The
stuff.
good ones.
No.
Yeah.
The zestine.
Here's the
Yeah.
good.
Them are not the saltine.
Nope.
Them are not the
Those are the Ritz. Those are Ritz. Those are
saltine.
Ritz crackers.
Them
Yeah.
are
Nah, you gotta
Ritz.
have the Ritz, man.
Oh, there you go.
Now I like
Keep
them
going.
both. Don't get me wrong. Peanut butter goes good between all of them.
Yeah.
But now
Peanut
the
butter, huh?
Bahini sausages and weenies and stuff, they go better with the.
Creamy peanut butter.
Oh no,
No, look at this.
Billy. Here's where you buy peanut butter.
Oh, Peter Pan.
Man.
Yeah, but 6-pound can.
Oh, Lord. 6
That's
pounds.
big.
Yeah.
We find 5-pounders or 4-pounders are common. 5 are rare. 6? What are you getting 6 pounds of peanut butter?
6-pound can.
That's insane.
6 pounds. The
I
can,
have all
must
this food back.
the can itself must weigh a pound.
Yeah.
Well, ever since I become diabetic, I eat more peanut butter than I ever did because if I feel my sugar dropping,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that will help level it back out and keep it stable.
Uh,
I take a little bit of peanut butter and a little bit of jelly or honey or something. It'll
Yeah.
bring it back up, and then the peanut butter hold it stable.
those are onions?
Water chestnut.
Watercress.
Oh, what?
I like those. Those are good.
I sort of say that sounds like a northern thing there.
Look how many cans of Spam. There's about 12 cans of Spam in there. They're stacked.
I hear you.
Loaded with sodium, man. I can't eat. I get a headache
know.
from Jerusalem, man.
Hey,
It's
we don't eat it every once in a while, but I love some fried spam. Spam and eggs, spam on a sandwich,
Oh, man. It gives me a headache. I
spam
can't eat
and
it.
macaroni and cheese. Now that's perfect.
Now, I know Red's not here, but remember Red
Like me
mentioned
when we
baby
go
corn?
to Aldi's.
Oh, why he has
When we go,
the baby corn.
uh
The baby corn that
Oh,
Fred was
baby
talking about.
corn.
huh.
We got. I said mention some stuff, and I'll find some
I ain't
things.
never
We
seen
have
that.
like everything.
You, do
They
you know
freeze?
how
Now
to
we
make?
know why Walmart's running low with
Yeah.
everything.
It's on Billy's shelf.
We stock everything. You know why? Because if this COVID thing was serious, I'll be able to make every single dish by myself and not have to depend on going to the stores.
Wow.
Yep.
See,
Yep.
Billy bring the
Billy
bodega
just-
down to the
There
south.
you go.
You probably
You
got
want-
baby bottles and slippers in there.
What is it? Bottles of what?
Baby bottles and slippers in there. You probably got in there. Baby bottles and slippers, like the bodegas in the city of Boston. You go into the
Bottles. Why am I
convenience
not
store,
catching that?
a baby bottle or
A
slippers.
baby bottle?
Yep.
Baby bottle and slippers is what he said.
I only heard baby bottle.
believe-
Baby bottle.
That's a
And everything.
It's the count, right?
There's a baby bottle.
Yep.
Baby bottle. Love this
Micro
stuff.
farmer, I don't think that idea was going to work you had a while ago because I think Billy done got everything
He does.
we can thank.
You must have knocked off a truck at Walmart. Truck must have broke off on the side of the road.
Stir-fried
doubt.
mushroom.
You got
Hey,
Stir-fried mushrooms, too.
Wow.
Yeah,
got
it's
any
weird.
chicken meat.
What kind?
Canned chicken meat.
Oh,
Like
that's the
chicken
worst.
breast.
That's the worst, April. Who eats chicken can?
Ooh,
I don't
canned
know.
chicken.
It's growed, but I don't know. We got it on the shelves.
We do. Oh,
We don't. Ours is
I catch you
pasture.
bring in canned chicken, I'll throw you out the door.
Oh, Lord, he got it. He has it.
How about
Canned
some
chicken.
Canned
got
chicken breast.
tuna? See, I like canned tuna. I'll eat canned tuna.
Come on, I'm a northerner. You have to have tuna.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I like
Look
Albuquerque.
at all the green. You see them there?
Yeah, I'm
Look at all the
partial-
cans of tuna.
Yep.
Look how many stacked.
Is that chicken sea?
It looks like it. He wants to know, is it chicken of the sea?
Chicken of the sea.
That is the worst tuna in the planet.
I got Star Kiss,
Okay, good.
thought
and I
that
got
was
Great Value, which is a Walmart brand. Get all three.
Which one you got? Albacore, right? That makes the best tuna sandwich in the world. Albacore.
I'm gonna have to look for some of that.
The
They don't say
Albacore.
what it is.
So okay, here it goes. Pink salmon to make salmon patties. Croquettes.
Oh God, no! Them
Ooh.
things are nasty.
You're asking this chef to
good.
make you. You're asking this chef to make you some pink salmon. I'll be like, I'll hook you up. I got you.
Oh, you got
All
it.
right, there you go. That's
I got
good
you.
stuff.
Well, we know if we go to see Billy, we ain't gonna have to worry about stopping at the store on the way.
No, we ain't
All right,
gonna
here it goes.
absorb
Here it goes. Grits. How many grits?
Grits.
Grits.
I
How
don't
many
think.
grits?
I think I got the cornmeal for it, but I don't think I have it.
That's fermented. That's not grits.
I was talking about the feed store there a while ago, Macro.
Yeah,
Our local feed store over here.
yeah.
They make them fresh. They
Wow.
do fresh grits.
Yeah.
They do fresh cornmeal,
cornmeal, flour.
flour. I don't know what all they make over there. They actually still do the stone ground cornmeal.
Wow.
They do.
It is the best cornmeal you can buy in flour.
There you go. There you go.
Yep, Billy's got flour.
Gonna have to get him a bag of this from the feed store over here. He'll throw that other flour out the door.
Yep.
But Billy, that's a pantry you in, or that's actually the camp house?
That's the camp house. The camp house has everything.
That's a big camp house thing, because you have it's almost a aisle 12 in Walmart.
I mean, look, you got to see the size of the vanilla. You know how you get like a little bottle of vanilla?
Yeah.
We don't run out.
Wow. McCormick.
That's the best kind of vanilla.
I can beat it.
Yep, he sure can. He can beat that in Billy.
Oh, he's got the big old gallon plastic jug.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because we make our own fake juice.
But I ain't gonna lie, Billy, for a camp house, I mean, seriously, you well stocked.
Yes.
But then that's like I said, when I was in Georgia, 23 miles to Walmart, 23 miles back. You can't keep going back and forth. Wow.
Powdered milk. Powdered milk.
Buttermilk.
Powdered.
No, that's French
Oh, we got
vanilla
powdered milk.
flavoring.
Yeah, French vanilla flavoring.
Hold up. Yo, Glenn. Not the knocky, yo, Glenn. That looked like something that came out of a lab.
No, this is from
TFA.
yeah.
They got barcodes on that bottle.
Yeah. See?
You still ain't the cure for the virus that you got hiding?
No.
Had a cure for the virus you got.
No. Don't know nothing about that junk.
That's the first vanilla thing I see with barcodes.
That come from the Flavor Apprentice. You can get them all different sizes. We actually got you can get them in the 5-gallon buckets too.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all got me beat. Y'all got me
But
beat.
the vanilla flavoring is high.
Yeah, I heard. Getting expensive.
Condensed soups of all kinds, potatoes in cans, homestyle chicken noodle soup.
Condensed milk, evaporated milk.
We do baking in here, so
I keep
I
powder
started
milk.
saying about everybody's got to have that now.
Oh, there you go. Powder milk too. We have powder milk also.
Now I don't do no powdered milk.
No. Well,
Nah,
you
I
got a
just
whole
I
cow.
just call cow in and milk cow.
Yeah.
And this is the other kind. This is the sweetened condensed. We have
Oh, the
evaporative.
milk. Yeah, that's the good one. That's the sweet one. Yep.
That's a sweet one. So you get both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to send old lady out of that stuff. She'll come back with caramel flavored and all this other stuff.
Hey, sweetened condensed milk's good to just open it up and eat it right out of the can.
Oh, you dip some bread. You dip your toast in that when he had the sweet milk. You get you some toast, like some Italian toast. You can dip that in the bread. Oh,
Mandarin
man.
oranges.
Mandarin
that's good.
oranges. I love those.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah. Peaches. Yeah. Yeah.
Peaches.
Yeah. You well stocked there, bro. You ain't gotta go nowhere.
What was that?
No.
Peaches and
My
cream.
olives.
That's what I used to
Yeah.
get.
Oh, them little cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any peaches and cream? Those in the little
Like
cups.
fruit cups.
Yeah.
Cream was a Prince song. I don't think it ain't making it anymore.
Billy can say, but no, here we've got actually Jello, I think, puts it out, and it's peaches and cream, and it's got cream mixed in with peach slices or pineapple. Yeah, it's
I can get the
good.
name of it.
What you okay, April? What you,
Oatmeal.
yeah,
Close enough.
but
Yo.
with the one you talking about, April, you put that what with your oatmeal?
No, it's like
It's like a
fruit
fruit cup.
Oh, and you just eat it plain? You just eat it plain?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no,
beets.
still flash flood. We still getting flash flood warnings.
Oh wow.
Ice beets. I love
no.
beets.
Pickle
That-
beets.
Well, I lower your blood pressure
Yep,
down
those
too,
are
right?
good. Glenn don't like them, but I do.
But that deal with your
Next
blood
Beets is
pressure.
good for you. It's
Well,
actually good for your blood sugar and your blood pressure.
I don't need none of them. My blood pressure runs low.
Oh.
It really does.
Look at all the canned corn. Stalks of corn.
Yeah.
Green corn. Tons of it. Tons of it.
Glenn loves
Green beans.
corn.
Yeah.
Green beans. Got like 20 cans of green beans.
Hey,
Especially that stir fried and then put the cream in. it.
So Billy, how your garden coming? I know you did your garden. Did your garden looking good?
Our second round of corn came in. That looks great.
Yeah.
The first round of corn, not so good. Our pumpkins are doing wonderful. One died. It just kind of fungus up and rotted in place. Don't know what happened. Too much water, just too wet. We can't water the garden. Virginia is a wet state. You just don't water anything here. Don't do it. Just let it grow.
Oh.
Well, our tomatoes didn't come up. So, but the bush beans that we planted, the garden bush beans, those are starting to grow. Those are starting to come up.
So if you watch my videos, I did my fall
Planting.
grow bed. I use an outside table to do my fall growing. So I didn't do them inside. So I did them outside since we're getting good weather. So my fall crops, I'm seeding them from seeds on a grow table outside. And I just picked up a 6x6x6 tractor trail house. Now, do anybody know how to do that, Glenn or Billy? I picked up a tractor thing that you put your lawnmower in, like what you got, a tractor, but it came with the green tarp. I was thinking change the green tarp out to the plastic, the clear plastic, and make a greenhouse out of it. It was like a carport with where you put your lawnmower in. It's 6 feet wide, 6 feet high. So just change out the tarp from the green to the clear plastic, and that'll give
the light through.
Oh, okay.
Well, now a lot of people says not to use the plastic like at Lowe's or Home Depot, but I have noticed some people that used it and it worked, but they say it won't really let as much sun through that you really need to order the greenhouse plastic. But I've seen it work, but
Skinner Farms, hello, and thank you for coming in. And Duncan 1900 Homestead, good night, and thank you for being in here with us tonight. God bless you.
yes.
Yes, good
How are
night.
you? Skinner Farms.
So how many of the StreamYard people can hold? 6, 5?
Six.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's too many.
Skinner,
It's
you
hard
want
to talk more
on
than
the
4.
screen? I think you're about the only one left in here with us.
Yep. That's what it looks
Oh, okay. So now, what y'all use for editing? I mean, you told me to, and I forgot the name of the editing programs that y'all use to do your editing.
Video pad.
Yep.
Video pad. What was you using, Billy?
We use Windows 10 free video editor software. That's all it is. Windows, because I have the operating system Windows 10, I have a computer. It's Windows 10 free video editing software. I had to download that.
You know, Billy, I tried to download it and can't get it to work.
No, because yours is video pad. Now, did you pay for yours, or you got the freebie, or you just went and paid the $69 for the year?
I tried to use it for free for a while, but after a while it got to where it wouldn't let me do certain things.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead. Now mine is not for a year. I thought mine is for a lifetime.
How much around?
It was what?
69.
69, I think.
Did y'all create your own logo from that? Or somebody create your logo that y'all have your new logo?
Real Life with Michelle.
No.
Oh, the other that was
Toonstead. Toonstead done our logo.
Your videos, the ones now is your introduction.
Oh, the intro and outro?
That's Real Life.
The
Real
ones
Life with Michelle.
Okay, Michelle did it for y'all. Or Rob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rob or Michelle? Who did it? Michelle or Rob? Michelle did it. All right.
Michelle did.
Now, you did your own, Billy? You did your own, right, Billy?
My logo is from Windows Paint. I just cut and pasted something I liked, and I just resized it up, and then I just used text over the top of it. Very simple. Nothing fancy.
It's gonna be 2 o'clock tonight before these storms are through here.
Because I got to get an intro. I need an intro bad.
Yeah, we need one as well.
Been doing that stuff. She loves doing it. Get in touch with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's actually thinking about starting to do it all the time for people, full time. But Michelle's good at it.
Yeah. She got her and April been texting back and forth for a good while, and she was saying something about it, and April mentioned it to me. And I told her, I said, I can't come up with a good idea. Michelle said, let me make one and send it to you and see what you think. And I was like, I nailed it.
Because Toonstead, I like his drawings, but when he do logos for everybody, it almost look the same. Did y'all notice that?
That's how you know Toonstead is doing your drawings, because they're Toonstead style.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? He's got a thing.
He's starting, if you'll notice on some of his videos and stuff, he's starting to branch out a little different now too. I think part of that is his 2 boys that got into it. Ideal.
Because what got me screwed up, because the first one he did for you guys, and then he did one for Ivy Homestead.
They look the same.
Y'all look the same.
It could be a software that he's using. He might have a character shape and have to add an eye shape. He can pick and choose, choose a character, choose another character. He slides them together: woman, female, kids, dog. They all have a certain look. He can pick and choose a hairstyle. Unless if he hand draws them, maybe he's just going to stop.
He hand draws them while he's talking. He hand draws them while he's on live stream with you.
He's got a style that he sticks to.
Yeah.
Because I was getting confused. I was like, that's Lazy Acres. Then Ivy Homestead.
I
was like, it looks the same color scheme and everything.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, if you look at Castle Highs, he's done Castle Highs.
Yeah.
He's done Paula Wales.
Paula's like
there's 3 or 4 more. I think I can't remember their names right now that I know he's done.
You can tell this, but like I said, you could tell his work because they're almost similar. They almost like like McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. You got Dinkin' Donuts and then you got Dunkin' Donuts. They look the same. If you don't look at them good, they look like the same store, but they're not. Like Dollar Tree and what is it?
Dollar General.
They look the same. If you didn't look at it, you like, I thought I was at Dollar Tree. Dollar General, they look alike.
Dollar Tree's $1. Dollar General rip you off.
Yeah. Yeah, Dollar Tree sells 25-cent items for $1. Dollar General sells a 25-cent item for $5.
Yeah, you're right about that. So I was looking for something to give me a good intro.
So this is my idea on what we might do for our intro in the future.
Yeah.
Is I do these videos, right? And I make all my you guys, Lazy Acre, you guys get me to do live chats, and I'm not good at this stuff, but I'm getting better, I guess. So
Yes,
what we
you
do is,
are.
yeah, I'm getting there.
Well, hello there, Lucky Seven Mud Morris. How are you tonight? Thank you for wishing me happy birthday.
All right.
So what I want to do for my intro is take all my little videos, because you know when I get goofy, I'm like, welcome to the Wickershire Project, Wickersharians. You know, I'm trying to make up something. You see how I do that kind of acting? Is I want to get all those little glitchy, goofy things and put them all together. Like, welcome to the Wickershire. And then put all my little, like, we had to fix a tractor today, and just mash all that stuff in quick clips to give everybody a quick view, like within a minute, of what the Wickershire is about. It's like, we're on 31 acres, and then shows me on a tractor saying, like, we're trying to grow raised beds here. We're trying to make a co-op. You know what I mean? Try to get it all in a 1-minute clip where people will sit through it, instead of a 5-minute video where they're like, well, I already watched the intro. I'm not watching the rest of the other 10 minutes. Forget that.
Yeah, because I realized you trying to be like Oprah Winfrey. Win season 2, because everything is season 1, 55. You can go to season 2.
Well, you know what you missed. You know whether you're on. I don't want to tell you what's in the video because that ruins it. Like, broke my tractor. I'm like, maybe people don't want to see a broken tractor video. I want them to say season 2, episode 3. What is this idiot gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna tune in. You don't know what's in the video. I put it in the description down below. I always do that.
Season 1 got about what, 40 videos?
We're up to 33 so far.
Till
next year.
You got more than Law and Order. You have more episodes in one season.
Well, next year I'll be a professional. I'll have a professional YouTube studio. By then we should probably have around 1,000 people subbed. Yeah. And by the year after that, I'm thinking about 2,000 to 5,000 subbed. And on the third year, we'll have about 10,000. And on the 5th year, we'll have what we have, you know, maybe 15, 25,000 people subbed to the Wickershire Project. That's my projections in 5 years.
Let me tell you, you and Corey's dream can be reality, like real seriously, because I'm telling you, there's a market for it. And I'll tell you later, there's a market to teach people from the urban areas to come out and learn how to farm.
How to farm, yeah. You can come here.
People are willing to pay that.
And that's why we're having cabins. The whole idea is to build a food forest, to build a community here. There's working people. So when they come here, they see like 5 families working a farm. Like, oh, do you own it? I'm like, no, that's Micro Farmer. East part owner. There's me. There's Corey over there. There's this family, that family. We all work together in the central farm. Like, oh, you guys grow food. And like anything extra, we can or we sell or we feed to the animals. You know, it's a self. When the stores close and there's no more bank and all the food goes away and there's no more trucks or buses. And the power goes out and the water's bad because there's lead in the city water, we won't know. We make our power, we make our food, we make our, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's self-sufficiency.
And like I said, you want to enjoy 5 days, you can come up for a weekend. We'll show you how to do these things.
Cabin out.
It takes to do all that.
But I'm not going to sit here and hold class.
Wish me a birthday.
I'm going to take them with me.
Yeah. So you definitely, your plan is definitely doable. It's a profitable business. Because a lot of people have got caught with this Corona-19 virus and they
ruined everything.
Learn. So they will learn. Don't let one of these big guy companies come in like Bass Shop, who has multi-million dollars, knock the little guy out to get started, because sooner or later somebody's going to come up with that, who's going to go take 200 acres, have all that stuff put up there tomorrow, start charging people almost $2,500 to come learn how to live off grid, how to put
do everything
hours up, how to run wells, how to take care of chickens and cows and stuff like that. And
That's what
somebody
we're doing here.
pay for it.
Yeah. So my whole thing is why I wanted to do this like 10 years ago. I said, I asked people, can I come to your farm? Like Lazy Acres. I was looking at people like them. Can I come there and watch you pick a tomato and plant green beans and feed the pigs and milk the cows? And they said, no, we don't want your germs, whatever human stuff you touch, to infect our farm. And I was kind of blown away. Do you know what I mean? Lazy Acres, do you ever have a fear that other people will come there with other viruses from their animals and make your animals sick?
Yeah. Seriously.
You have a real fear of that, right? You don't need another vet bill for your cows.
Exactly.
I don't fear it as bad because I mean I don't mind for like people coming and watching me do it, milking the cows and stuff, but
they don't like
I
strangers.
I won't let people just come and milk my cow.
No, that's weird.
Sherry Lee, thank you for the happy birthday for Glenn.
Yeah,
She wished you happy birthday, and so did Michael Conley.
Michael's getting ready to come up here. Hey there, Michael. How are you tonight?
How you guys doing?
What's up, Curtis Stone? That's my joke for him, Curtis Stone. Anyone see the Curtis Stone, the urban farmer? He looks just like him. Mike. Mike's a good dude. He's an awesome guy.
See what you Lazy you and Glenn was just talking about. We would use our personal animals. It'll be a certain animals, like one cow be the show for those will be suited. The chickens will not be the chickens that you actually eat off of. You know what I mean? So you probably would have to separate the animals that you're going to use for demonstrations than to mess with your own personal stock.
Livestock.
And you plan to do that.
Well, now with chickens, you can kind of do that, but the price of a cow and everything and the equipment to milk with and all that, it would be hard to do. It'd be too expensive.
I mean, yeah, you're by yourself, but I'm saying when he's saying you get investors and you breed new cows or cattle, you will have to take one because you say you don't want to be cross-contaminating your stuff that you
Cross-contamination.
Yeah.
Like I would take 31 chickens. Those 31 chickens will be for demonstration only. We don't eat nothing off of those. That wouldn't come back to be feeding my family. I'll feed that to
a petting zoo with everyone touching them.
Yeah. Like if you had one cow now, Glenn, this is a question for you, Glenn. How many years can you milk a cow before it gets to go to slaughterhouse? You can get 2 or 3.
That actually,
the oldest cow we had, I bought her in 2012. She was 5-year-old, and I sold her in the spring of the year. Right, I sold her this spring.
So a good milking cow,
13-year-old.
So a good milking cow start milking around what, 1 year old? You can get about 4 years out of her.
2-year-old.
Actually, it needs to be a little over 2 because
Well,
the cow needs to be at least 2 before they
no.
have, depending on their size.
They need to be around 2-year-old by the time they have their first calf.
Yep.
Okay, and then after that, how long or do they stop milking? Like, is it a 5-year after they have their first calf?
Now, a normal cow will milk
12 months.
Around 9-10 months
Okay.
at a pretty good rate. Well, 6 to 9 months really at a pretty good rate, and then their milk production will start dropping. That's the reason most people only milk a cow about 9 months, and then they'll dry them off. But they already, after 3 months after they have their calf, they'll have to bring it back. So you'll drop them off and stop milking them for about 2 to 3 months. Before they have their next calf.
So when do you
think that I just sold? She was really hard to dry off. I mean, she would just keep pouring the milk. I milked her one time for
15 months.
No, it was longer than that.
I know at least.
It was almost 2 years I milked her, and she was still giving like over 2 gallons to the milking twice a day.
So this will probably be for Billy. I know Billy might not gonna ask, but so when that happens, what is the cutoff line to slaughter, the center of slaughter? Say like the chickens here, they got a good 2, maybe 3 years before you got to put in a freezer camp. because they're not going to be producing enough eggs. So you got to replenish. So with the cow, what is it, 5 years before you send it to the slaughterhouse?
Well, now a big dairy, that's true. They do about 5 years, but on a homestead where you ain't pushing them so hard,
Yeah,
you can get 15 years out of a good cow.
If
and get
sometimes-
good milk production.
Yeah,
5 years is about average here in Iowa.
Is how
that's
many?
on like a big dairy.
I didn't hear you, Mike. What you said?
5 years is about average here in Iowa.
5 years before it goes to a slaughterhouse.
Yep.
That's like on a big dairy, though, ain't it, Michael?
Yeah, it's big dairy farms.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
now, like for a small homesteader like myself, where they're not pushing the cow to have a calf every 12 months, you know, with myself, a lot of times I'll wait 6 months after it has the calf before I'll breed her back.
Yeah, because Corey,
So I can get 10 to 15 years out of a cow and still
That's
have
why I was
good milk.
asking you how you milk a bull.
Billy, you don't have to explain that, and none of us knows.
because Billy, you know, there's some things I know you could probably ask Glenn, because I know you're hatching your own eggs with your wife, and I know you hatched about what, another good 20 egg chickens already.
Got 12 up there, and then we have another 13 that just hatched to replace them.
So I would suggest you start stagnating your chickens, because you're gonna learn how to start weeding them. See, my problem up here in Connecticut, they all got to go at one time, and then I got to start all over again because we don't have roosters here. We're not allowed to have roosters here.
Right, you can't have the rooster.
So I got to prepare to be down for at least. So I try to get my new chickens in January or February, coming from another state. So around August now, they'll start laying eggs.
I'd have to get a heat pack, those hand warmer heat packs, put them in a cooler and pack them full of peanuts, and take all the eggs we got and give you like 40 eggs. You stick them in an incubator, and good luck to you. You know, just heat them, incubate them. You know, we had a great hatch rate.
Because you don't want to stop your production because you're on a bigger a piece of lot. I'm on just 0.3, so it ain't so much I can do. Even 0.3, 31 chickens is still a lot of chickens on 0.3.
Wow.
So
A lot of chicken doo-doo.
How to stagnate them, where I can maybe kill 15, bring in 15 young ones, and then just, keep it flowing. That was my mistake. I killed all at one time. You know what I mean?
You did stagger them.
And you lose egg production like that. I lost like 6 months of egg production.
Oof. You had young chickens, you said?
You was mild.
Yeah. But see, I got them all at one time. And then when I got them all at one time, they all was already 3 years old. So all of them was already declining. Because where I'm at, you can't have roosters. Like y'all have roosters to keep, bringing chicks in every year. New chicks. You take 10 out, you bring 10 in.
Man.
You replenish stock. I can't do that here.
That's why it sucks living in Connecticut.
I mean, it's what it is,
Billy, come on, be nice.
Can't. I lived up there. I could be a jerk to him. Him and I are Northerners. We're mean to each other.
Yeah.
We love each other.
Oh, Mike. I don't take nothing like that.
Nothing serious.
People who are listening to us and learn from us, because a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, Northerners are different. We mess with each other hardcore, but we shake hands afterwards.
I love all y'all's humor.
Mike,
I love all y'all's humor.
The rule is to learn from people, because people make mistakes. Because, like I said, Billy's new at the homestead.
New. Yeah.
Glenn and April, they've been doing it for years. You've probably been doing it for years. But people who steps out and say, I'm quitting my job in the city because of COVID-19, they run out there thinking they're going to do a homestead, but they don't know management.
9 years of study. That's why it's called the Wickershire Project. It was my project to learn how to go off grid. I took 9 years of study. I can rip apart an electric car, build a lithium-ion battery pack. I can run a tractor. I know how to fix lawnmowers. I can plant and build raised beds. I can graft apple trees, roses. You know what I mean? I can care for basic animals, but I'm still new to it. I can do it, but I I was virtually doing it every year, learning what do I need to learn. I got to learn rainwater catchment. I got to learn how to insulate a house. I have to learn how to use PEX piping. I have to learn this. I have to learn that. For 9 years, I virtually lived off grid inside of a trailer. And then when I got out here, I was like, oh, okay, this is a lot harder than what it is. Because it is.
When Glenn and April got me started the YouTube channel, and I just meet you. I probably seen you through the text, but now I'm seeing you in person. Is that what you want is to teach the people, because it's a statistic. People who runs out and try to get a homestead, they fail within 2 years.
Oh, totally.
Less.
They
Less.
lose
They're starving themselves.
because they didn't know, they didn't have a clue. They done sold their house in the city. They done moved out on 5 or 10 acres of land, and they didn't have a clue. They thought it was going to be easy work. Like
No tractor.
3 in
No
the morning,
tractor. They're
you
screwed.
gotta get out there, and they lose everything, and they're homeless.
They try to feed themselves off of a regular garden. You know what I mean? Like a 10 by 12 foot bed. You can't.
Exactly.
You have to have rows of corn to feed your chickens and pigs, and you have to have 1/4 of an acre of potatoes and carrots growing, and you got to do them in succession and all that stuff. You just got to keep producing, and you have to live in the right state. You can't do this in Alaska. You can't really do that in Maine. You've got a small growing season. Down here in Virginia, I'm growing from February in the greenhouse. I'm growing year round pretty much. It gets limited in the winter, but we're constant production, or will be. Yeah, it's all about where you live.
Because believe it or not, I know Glenn's watching, Mike's watching, you watching. A lot of people, since this thing hit this country, people done jumped out there buying acres of land thinking they're going to be homesteaders, live off the grid, and they think it's something easy because they've been watching you, Glenn, and other homesteaders. And these people come up with all this editing, making it look like it's easy peasy. And
yeah, that's why it's called editing. We edited it all out, all the bad stuff.
They don't have a clue of vaccinations on the cows and vaccination for the pigs.
Well, hello,
so that's why I tell people, I'm not an expert in garden, but I can tell you about them chickens. You're going to need to do this.
I came in earlier to say happy birthday. Hope you
guys
all
anybody, it's nice to have fun and joke around, but there are people watching us and your channels trying to learn, That's why I said, when you get me, I don't do editing. Everything is one take.
One take. You can't lie, can you? You just have to roll the tape and live with it.
Roll and rock.
I can lie my ass off.
Hey,
like this is how you do this.
Say Kanye Pepper. That's Kanye Pepper.
I had a joke, but it's a racist joke. You and I would get it, Micro Farmer. I was like, white people, we call it cayenne pepper. He calls it. What was his name?
See, you guys see my video, my friend. Okay.
What's the rapper's name?
Kanye.
Yeah, you call it cayenne pepper. We call it cayenne pepper, the white people. So that was my racist joke for it. But I don't want to offend anybody else. I know you won't. I know you don't care if I say it.
Hold on. Did you see my video with my friend Nick? You got to see the video. It's me, Nick, and Howard Stern fishing.
Fishing, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Howard Stern.
And Homestead Aquarius laughed because I said my friend Nick is trying to be the first African American Italian. Bust out laughing because he was out there baking his sun. We wasn't catching nothing. He's out there sunbathing, basically. And I was like, he's trying to be the first African American Italian. And I got a thumbs down. Somebody gave me a thumbs down. I said, I don't know it. But those are
they get offended.
Those are the jokes that we do. He's Italian, I don't get offended. People are like, oh, he's a man of color. Like, dude, I make more jokes than everybody. I don't take nothing like that crazy, We make jokes all day, laugh all day. And
Everybody that
Mike, what do you do for a living, Mike?
I work for a heating and cooling wholesale house.
What animal wholesale house or wholesale house stuff? Is that what, animals or antiques?
Heating.
Easy. Is what?
I sell furnaces and ACs.
Oh, okay. Furnaces and ACs. Oh, so you're not a homesteader, or do you do homesteading part-time?
I live on 1.25 acres.
Uh-huh.
And it was kind of funny. So the whole gardening thing kind of ran into my neighbor who was buying supplies to make a garden. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, do you want to go on?
Thank you,
together?
Stan.
He's like,
Okay.
yeah. I go, you buy the supplies, buy the beds. I'll buy the supplies to make all the super soil.
Oh,
And you guys know Bumblebee Junction.
Yep.
I use their super soil,
yeah.
and my garden is freaking nuts.
Not good.
Wow.
They grow everything.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I've got plants. My tomato plants are over 6 feet tall.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm like, dude, you need to come pick your garden.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
I'm
what
picking
did you
seeds.
learn when you started? Like I said, what advice would you give a new gardener that started? You've been doing this what for 2 years, 3 years?
1 year.
And
This is my first
Nope.
year doing it.
oh, it's your
Nice.
first year doing it. So what you have learned
He's doing
besides
good.
Bumblebee Junction's soil, what have you learned mistakes? Did you make any mistakes this year or things you might can improve?
I think my biggest mistakes I've made is watering the garden. I need to get a drip irrigation in it.
Trip. Yep. We got that.
And the other thing that I've made mistakes is going to the box stores and buying their seeds versus actually buying seeds from a reliable source.
Reliable local for your area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you'll buy a seed that's not disease resistant. You put that in the ground, as soon as it sprouts up, every bug will eat it, and then it'll have some sort of rust or fungus in a matter of weeks, and your plant dies before it fruits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the problem with that.
Some of the plants have died. Like I planted them, and like literally they got about 6 inches tall
And
died.
Yeah. So do you have a channel also, Mike?
No, I don't. I kind of try to keep stuff kind of private. Billy knows
Private.
that.
I'm not because Glenn and April got me going micro farmer because they was going to me. I got started. And I always tell people they're the ones who got me started. You know, so as I tell people, sometimes you just got to get out there. That's what April and Glenn told me, like, hey, make them. And I just started making a video. I haven't had a clue. And to this day, I don't know how to edit nothing.
It's okay. We love your videos. They work.
Yeah.
You know, they're off the cuff.
Well,
don't
we
work.
do a little bit of editing.
Yeah. So if you want to put a channel, because see, I get so tired of the guys who got the 200,000 subscribers. They BSing the people out there.
Oh, they are.
They're BSing the people out here, and the people thinking they're gonna grow 6 feet crops. These guys are using all tricks of the trade and lying. Yeah,
They think they're gonna make tomatoes as big as my head.
yeah. And then these guys go out there, they spending almost $2,000-$3,000 for all this trifecta and all this nonsense, and their crops go dead, and they lost money because it doesn't take that much.
No,
I use lawn leaves, grass clippings, and chicken manure. You know, chicken poop.
That's all you need.
That's all
compost.
you need. Make sure you turn it over. You might have to throw a little 10-10 there. You know, get it going. You know, because chicken manure got to break down. It takes almost 2 years.
Takes a while.
It takes a while. But if you need to go ahead and put a little extra, but stay away from the miracle growth stuff. That's synthetic crap.
Oh,
Try to go to the local spots and get you some type of even I don't even trust that guy, Dr. Earth. I know y'all seen his stuff. But there's another one called Crazy Frog. What is it called? There's another good company. It's a psychedelic one, it looks like. But I use, like, I'll go to my local nursery and I'll get like nitrogen, pure nitrogen fertilizer, like organic wise, to just
grow leaves. Nitrogen.
Huh?
I said nitrogen. You'll grow leaves.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying to give it a boost to the corn. So corn they love nitrogen.
Corn's like,
corn is
you know, I heard corn's a type of grass. That's all it is. It's just got corn on it.
But see, some people tell you, I mean, y'all might use it. I don't know. I don't use it. They say 10-10-10. 10-10-10. I use that on my lawn. I don't think I want to put 10-10-10 on my vegetable.
Nope. You don't want to use on.
But people have been telling people take the 10-10-10 that you get from the box stores that you'll use on your grass lawn and put that to your vegetables.
But being a gardener is simply this. You got to look at each plant. You got to look at how old the plant is. You got to see when the plant's leafing and when the plant's fruiting, and you've got to adjust that. That's what you got to do. That's gardening. You know, that's not mass farming one crop like corn or one crop like potatoes, where you can take a certain amount of something every single year at a certain time of the season and apply that, and then 6 months later apply this to the soil. That's how they grow a potato, you know. But when you've got potatoes and carrots, you've got tomatoes, and then you've got blueberries, everything's acidic soil, neutral soil. Some stuff needs more potash, other stuff needs more nitrogen when it's grown at a certain time. So I mean, that's gardening, you know. That's a garden, not mass production. Complete different animals. And as far as synthetics are concerned, synthetics and natural stuff are pretty similar. They'll do the same thing, but most places will do an abundancy of synthetic. It doesn't sink into the soil. The rainwater comes down, washes it off, and then it floods into a local stream or pond, and it ruins the natural environment. You've got algae blooms and you know, dead spots, and that's why they don't recommend it.
Because
compost, you can't beat compost. You can sow directly into real compost. Anything goes right into you do all your your soils underneath, and then on the very top layer you put compost, and you sow directly into it. It's amazing.
Because that's another thing a lot of people don't know. I mean, I know it's your first year, you said, by crop rotations. Like if you grow potatoes and onion this one, you can't do it the next season. You're gonna have to rotate your crop.
You have to learn what goes after.
I've done a 14 bucket system.
The buckets,
and those buckets are going to be rotated back into the actual gardens.
Back in, okay. Mix them in.
Tomato plants are going to move to where the cucumbers were, and the cucumbers are going to move into a different zone.
You also have to remember you could have infected soil. You don't want to put your infected soil back in if you've got a plant that's sick and soil's infected. You got to be careful.
We're actually going to build we've got a 20 by 20 area, 22 area zoned off. In our area, and we're going to move everything around, so everything's going to get a new fresh bed. Here. And it's except the only thing that's not going to get fresh bed is our strawberries.
They're year after year, 3 to 5 years they'll come up.
Oh, these strawberries are freaking dominating this bed.
Good. You want that.
I have a 4x4 bed. I planted 2 strawberry plants, and they are already dominated it.
Did Glenn and April sleep on us? Is past our bedtime, Glenn and April?
No,
it's
I'm
getting
reading.
about there, ain't it? No, I'm sitting here trying to learn something.
We trying to learn from you. You've been around longer than us.
But
you know
how it is. It's hard to grow something in poor soil.
We're gardeners, you know. They're pig and cow farmers. We're gardeners. Different animals.
Hey, I bet you I plowed more ground than you have.
You probably did that, but that's what I'm saying. It's good to have fun, but at the same time, people are looking at our channels and the channels here with you to try to learn some stuff. That's why I be telling people, like, yeah, we can have fun, but it's actually people want to learn stuff and hear different how you grow in Virginia, North Carolina. I'm in Connecticut. I don't know where Mike, where you at? Iowa. Different zones.
Iowa.
Different zones.
So people learn from that because there's a lot of new gardeners out here. I'm kid you not. A lot of new gardeners come out for the first round.
A ton of them.
Where you at, Iowa?
And I learned watching the big boys, they're lying. But see, a new person don't know that. They showing these guys they got beautiful fruits that look great, like they came out of a Stop and Shop. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. That's not a natural fruit.
They're not going to show you this. A garden tomato.
That comes out of a garden.
That's a garden tomato.
But
You know what I
That's
mean?
got the wormhole in it, ain't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it got bit.
But if you see some of these big channel guys, right?
But they don't show that.
Their stuff looks just like you see on the storefronts. Nicely waxed, whatever chemicals they did to produce it. Because I'm saying, dude, you just
Right, they show these.
Yeah, exactly.
They show that.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is they showing people they plant something in April and 2 months later they got ripe tomatoes. And I'm like, hold up. How you get ripe tomatoes in 2 months? What are you doing? Because my tomatoes ain't ripe. Every other day I get 2 or 3 ripe tomatoes to pull off. I'm not getting
Ours ain't got ripe yet.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple.
We've got a couple that just right there, but we ain't got to pull no tomatoes off our vine yet.
But when you see these big channel guys, they got a whole 20-pound bucket of bright red tomatoes.
Well, now, whenever ours start ripening, we'll have a bunch because our Bader vines are actually so full. The
our stobs has done fell over.
Yeah, they've done crook the stobs. They're so heavy. I mean, they're loaded with tomatoes.
Yeah, but yours didn't turn red in 3 weeks.
No, not in 3 weeks.
No.
My mouth's been watering. We went to the neighbors and picked the 3 last week while they was on vacation and was doing their stuff.
Week before lice.
Yeah, week before lice. And we
See,
got
like,
3 of them. They
like
told
that.
us we did.
That's off my plants now. There you go. That's what I get. I sit them in the
Getting
house. They get right off the. They'll turn red in the house in a couple of days, 3 or 4 days. They get red like that. You know. So I be telling people like, stop watching them big guys.
Sorry about that. I was trying to switch my camera so I could show you my latest pick.
Oh.
Where you at up there in Iowa? You know where Waterloo's at?
Yeah, I'm just south. I'm just outside of Cedar Rapids.
I used to work up there at Waterloo.
Yep.
Warren Transportation.
Yep.
I was leased on with them for about off and on about 18 years.
So it's definitely, you know, I like I said, I always. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
These are my cucumbers I just picked tonight.
Wow.
Now we got loads of those.
And
green peppers.
I love
Yeah,
it.
we had some pretty green peppers.
How do I switch the camera around to show you? Hang on. I've got
Welcome to StreamYard. This is garden porn.
I've got a bag full of tomatoes.
Oh, let them see.
Oh, there's no one.
There you go.
Pickler. Oh, the pepper.
My cucumbers are just
wrong way.
Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Hold up the whole basket and let them see it. See how many we got? I mean, we got a whole bunch of green peppers in
That
there.
was just the other day. I went up there and got these off.
I'm going to try to show you my tomatoes. Hopefully I don't lose you guys.
Oh, yeah, that's a bag full.
Yeah.
That's
all different kinds
from tonight. That's what I'm averaging every night.
That's crazy. Good.
That's good. Oh.
And that's just me using Bumblebee's super soil. That's what I use. And that I filled an entire 3 beds, 4x8 with it.
See, here go the pickles. We just did the pickles. You see the seeds and everything in it?
Yep.
These are the pickles. I just pickled them just the other day, yesterday.
What kind of pickles did you do?
Those are the dill pickles. Those are the kosher pickles. We did the kosher dill.
Now that might be something you can boil you some eggs and slap it down in. If you really like that flavor.
Yeah. But this is my first time ever pickling. So hey,
You learn. Everyone had to do it.
All right,
Everybody had to
advice
pickle at
on
some point.
hot
That's
water
right.
bath. I need advice on hot water bath for tomatoes.
yeah, that's what I did.
Water bath.
Yep.
You talking about like for peeling them?
Yep.
Yep, that works good. Blanching them.
Yeah, you just you don't boil your water, or do you boil the water?
You get it good and hot. Drop them in it for just a few
So
seconds.
what we do with
Yeah, and then you just peel off of them.
anybody know how to pick peaches, like peaches and apples? How do you do that? You just use corn syrup or sugar syrup? How you do that? I know you don't cook
Sugar and pectin.
I
There's different
usually,
ways.
yeah, you can take and put brown sugar
Don't you
and
need pectin?
do
Pectin
it
for it?
half and half. Brown sugar and regular sugar. Put you some cinnamon, nutmeg if you like it. Just get them good
That'd
and
be like
hot.
for the apples.
Yeah, for the apples. But
Get what?
just get 'em-
Get the sauce hot or the apple hot?
It's
What I
what
do-
you're making, really.
it depends too on how chunky you want your pieces of apple. Because you can keep them, you can cook them down to the size that you want. And as your apples is good and hot, and you've got all of the stuff in there that you want, put them
Yeah.
over in your sanitized jars. Heat
Lazy
your
Acres.
up. Put them on there and seal them up.
Lazy Acres. See, you talk this stuff. This is what YouTube is. You need to make that video. That way, Microfarmer learns from you guys. This is how you do it. We need more YouTube videos from you guys on how to. If you
Yep,
ever decide to do one.
I'm
You can
not
keep
a
everything.
teacher, Billy.
I'm telling you, since we was sick, getting back up and getting started with me with this fibromyalgia has been a battle. I've been wanting to pickle them cucumbers, and we've eaten some of them, and the pigs has got the rest because I can't do it.
All right.
So,
So somebody call
I'll do
Michelle.
that
Somebody
stuff.
call Michelle to show us.
Yep, and
Michelle,
I'll do it.
Susan, if you're talking about the Wickershire Project there in Virginia, they live in Jonesville, Virginia.
I can't see chat. Yeah, I can't see chat.
And I'm sorry, I can't see chat either.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm just on my phone.
I had to go plug my phone in. It's dead.
Here's the problem with new gardeners. New gardeners, they go to the box store or Walmart, and they go to that, the seed packet center, like of Home Depot, and they see all these wonderful pictures on these seed packets, and they buy one of each seed packet, and they go home with 20 seed packets, and then they look at this 4x6 foot bed, and they're scratching their head, and they start Johnny Appleseed sprinkling all the seeds down in there and trying to grow everything at once, and wonder why their garden beds fail. Garden beds not prepped. They're planting the wrong season. They're planting the wrong seeds from God knows where they came from, not for their zone. That's the problem with most new gardeners.
That's what I did. That's my whole
what do you
experience
like to eat?
As I said, throw it down and let nature
And
do
see
its
what
thing.
happens.
And nature did its thing. But at least I had other gardens. I had other beds to survive. Because that's what I did. My first videos, I said, throw it down and let nature
see what happens.
It's
now,
wrong.
y'all talking there about compost and stuff a while ago. When I was raising all these baby calves,
yeah,
I cleaned the barns out.
Oh.
I'd pile all that up down here at the edge of the woods.
Yeah.
And it's been laying down there for 4 years now, 5 years.
Yeah.
So this year in the raised beds, that's where I got my dirt from.
Okay.
It was just black dirt.
Yeah,
see-
I had grass, that clippings I had composted for 5 years now. That I used for half of my bed before. I put logs down underneath it.
Yeah.
Grass
Google
clippings. Yep, exactly.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
just did a few of those beds.
Here too.
Yeah, we did the
Now,
same thing.
which y'all might not do because you have a bigger problem. I was another YouTuber guy. He used a formula. He had beer, ammonia, Coca-Cola to speed up the process. He's a YouTube channel to speed up the process of
Bringing everything down.
It's called.
Well, you know what they say the best thing for that is, don't you?
No.
Every morning when you get up, you take your cup with you, and you don't use the toilet. You take that and pour it in your compost bin every day.
Direct or watered down?
Start the process of it breaking down faster than anything. They say to make the best compost you can make.
Yeah, but Glenn, I've heard that too. You water it down like half cup of urine cup. I'm sorry, people, about this. Gross. Like a cup of it and mix with like a gallon of water.
The people that I heard talking about it said just put it in the cup and dump it straight in.
Oh,
Compost
hold
pile.
on.
Into the compost pile.
Go, you gotta go back to my video. People thought I was crazy when I got the foster kid. The guy told me, and I'm not. I hope it's 12 midnight. Yes, 12 midnight. I urinated on it, and they popped up like crazy.
So, I was going to tell everybody.
Hey, I tell them, hey, you're eating piss. No, I'm just.
Listen, I'm being serious. So when I'm out in that garden bed on the compost pile, if I get a pee, it's not on video. It goes right on the compost pile. I'm not pooping on the compost pile, but I'll urinate on it. Man, I can't believe I said it on YouTube.
You have
Maybe I'm joking, YouTube. Maybe not. No, I'd be on that thing.
Yes. What was that you was putting in there from the horse barn?
Yeah.
I urinate. I ain't the other one.
When they cleaned that horse barn out, it wasn't just poop that was in there.
It's pee. It's everything.
Them horses put out
a lot, gallons of pee. Yeah.
I went to Billy's barn and took a crap. The chickens will break loose out of it. They were like, "What the animal that came in here?"
No, actually, that's one of the reasons I like running my chickens in pasture with the cows.
Yeah.
When you pull across one of them piles where the cows drop off, they will spread it out. They'll eat the fly larvae out of it and everything. I mean,
clean it up.
Out on your fly population and everything.
So you never had a problem with nothing like you say, if the chickens went into the cow and he had like a parasite, you're not worried about that too much because that's where the apple cider vinegar comes.
Actually, chickens causes that.
Chickens will come near making your cow sick if they poop in the cow's feed.
Yeah, because they carry, what is it, coccidiosis?
No, right?
That's something else, but they cause it.
Some of they can't process it way.
They cause that.
Oh, okay. Because I was worried about cross-connected. Like sometimes your cattle, or they say your certain kind of like your goats and stuff can have parasites inside the feces and stuff.
It can happen. If you keep them in a penned area, I hate that idea. Keep them in one penned area, you're asking for trouble. That's why
you need to
I like the acreage and I like moving them around.
Yeah.
That way that stuff can't build up. You know, soon as they poop, you move them a couple weeks later, the sun comes down, the sun is on top of that, the UV light, all the natural organic stuff is breaking that stuff down, and they're already moved on to pasture. The fungus, the enzymes are already kicking in. I mean, if that stuff didn't exist, every bubonic plague or anything dangerous would wipe this planet out. That's why the sun works, the microorganisms work in the soil, they break all that stuff down. That's why you need to move your animals constantly. Don't shelter them in place. If you live in the north, you're in trouble. You're stuck in the winter. They're going to be housed in one place, which means you need to go out there every month or so and clean their stalls and muck them out. And just, you know, and maybe even water and bleach and clean it out really down below if they're concrete, not soil.
That's the only reason why, if you see my video, I let mine out. My chickens come out. I mean, the coop is huge. The run is huge, but I let them go free range in the back, right? But I didn't let them, because soon I let them out, they make a beeline right to the garden. The raised beds scratch everything out.
They know where the bugs are.
So,
what
I gotta do tomorrow, the weather's letting up, it's getting good. I'm gonna probably put the deer net around it to keep them from going in, tearing up. The other day and tore up my potato patch. And then they tore up around the apple tree because I have some the spearmint that I planted around the apple trees. They tore that all up. The cucumber,
I got a question.
tore that all up.
I got a question for Mike. How come you never have a shirt on any or Facebook. He's like,
You know why? Because I lost 70 pounds this
oh,
year.
you lost weight. You're proud. I get it. You know? Yeah.
I lost.
I know what
70
you're saying
pounds.
there. I lost about 80 pounds after I quit trucking.
And then got diabetes after losing all that weight.
Man.
Yep.
That's the biggest reason. My family has diabetes, and I'm like,
Same.
I need to do something. I need to take care of myself.
You look good. Yeah.
And
I had to ask. I was like, he's in his video. He's proud of something. I have to ask him when I got the chance to ask you. Like, why is he shirtless? I mean, he looks good. And they're like, you're in shape. I'm like, all right, cool. Me, I won't take my shirt off in my videos. Unless it's Halloween or April Fool's.
that's the serious reason is my family has diabetes problems.
Get in the bed.
And I just lost about 70 pounds, and I felt
Awesome.
good about myself.
What did you do to lose the weight, though? What did you change your diet?
The biggest thing I did was portion control.
Just not shoveling the food in. Just saying,
Biggest-
I'm going to eat
yeah.
this and that's it.
You
You
want me to
limited
tell
your calories.
Instead
Billy,
of
you want me
taking,
to tell you something that's really bad? And I know you're not going to believe me, and you're going to hate me for this. But
I'm
you're
scientific
doing
in the mind.
the canned vegetables that you've got.
I'm terrible. I know.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
they will
I get
raise Glenn's blood sugar worse than him eating sweet cake. He
Yep.
can
Here's
eat
the thing.
canned green beans, and his blood sugar's sky high.
I've
We
got
don't-
over 9 pounds of green beans already stacked up in the freezer.
Now, see,
Right.
canning them yourself is different, but I was talking about going and buying them out of the store. Now, I can fix him canned green beans I made. We just run out, and so we went and got some canned green beans. He took his sugar, and it's sky high.
Yeah. It's amazing just eating the natural food that I've been doing,
Yeah.
how much better you feel.
Of course.
And cutting carbs out. I mean, you can eat all the meat and stuff, or fresh vegetables and stuff like that. That's good, but cutting carbs out will pull weight off of you, and you don't have to go hungry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so this
it's Billy. It is just a portion control.
control. Well, if you're burning 3,000 calories a day, but you're only taking in 2,200, where's the other 800 calories coming from? Your body. You're eating muscle and meat.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. It's pretty simple math. Less calories in, more calories out. And you don't have to lift weights. You don't have to run 10 miles. You just got to walk. You have to get your metabolism up.
Yep.
Just 10 minutes. Just walk around. Maybe once out of the week, do some jumping jacks and do some muscle confusion. Your body's like, why are you doing jumping jacks? I have to use more fuel. And then you confuse the muscles. And then you burn a little extra. You don't have to sit there for, like I used to sit there for 20 minutes curling iron, building my muscles up. And that's why my muscles, are bulky. They're my forearms and my legs are massive.
Oh, I did the same thing.
And I
did
used to
a lot of lifting growing up.
A lot of lifting. Yep.
But
that's hard. That's a hard way to do it, to burn your calories. Lifting. That's a terrible way to do it.
But
Yeah.
I'm shocking that you're not down to 35 pounds now, Billy.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked
I'm
some lots more you've got.
Trying to clear the acreage that you have, you can eat anything you want because I'm there fixing this fence, and I sweated off about 3 or 4 pounds today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, bro.
I'll agree with that too.
Because see, when you work on a homestead and a farm, that's why those guys are so fit. Even Glenn can tell you he's been around a long time. You don't have to do all that workout because if you're working on the farm and feeding cows, cleaning the stalls out, moving wood, you're burning more calories than a guy in a gym. Kid you not.
Micro.
Yeah.
When he first started and he had the tilder out there and the pitchfork and all that, doing all that, he had started losing weight.
Exactly.
They got that new tractor and he quit. It's a whole lot easier sitting there moving them hydraulic levers than it is doing pitchfork.
Yeah. Because because I don't have a homestead like you guys, but the work around this place keeps me fit. I don't even have to go. Like you work every day. Every day you're doing something out in the yard. So I imagine if I had 31 acres, 21, I'd probably look like a crackhead.
Be so thin, right? Bone thin.
Well, between what we got here and the acres out here that I do, I'm probably in there between 35 and 40 acres.
Wow.
Rob.
And I know Billy because I tell you, I love Corey, man. He seemed to be a nice guy, but he's 72 years old, so I know a lot of work is falling on your backside.
Me.
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping to get you.
Yeah.
Get a guy down here. I'll sucker him in. We'll give him a good price. Bring him in.
I might tell him he can do it, but his body's saying you can't get out there 72 years old and pick up 2x4s and 4x4s. It ain't gonna happen.
He gets vertigo and he's falling sideways. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, when am I coming down to teach you how to shoot?
This?
Yeah.
That stuff?
High power.
I got a BB gun. I'm a dead shot with that.
No. High powered.
I'm gonna blow my shoulder out. I'm gonna pop into my shoulder.
Come on now.
Well, see, Billy,
I'm as smart as I am stupid. So,
Billy, get you and have him help you to teach me how to shoot, but I need you to move about 4 or 5 kegs of these wood to that barn.
So once we get our freezer from Lazy Acres, we'll have freezer space enough for a deer. And it's like shooting fish in a barrel here. There's about 30 deer all around the property every morning. You just aim a gun and you're just going to shoot one. It's not a hard. You're not going to teach me anything. You're like, oh, you want to learn how to track a deer and shoot one? I was like, what? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Those 10, those 5 over there, those 6. Which one we shooting? It's 6 o'clock in the morning and they're feeding and they just bring the whole herd in. You just fish in a barrel here with deer.
You gonna let us come up here and go hunting with you?
Go hunting? Give me that freezer and I'll be able to process a deer carcass. I got nowhere in this freezer. I got a little tiny.
First of all, Billy, those deer's been coming around there for probably 4 or 5 years. The first one you kill, they're not coming back.
They'll scatter.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I killed 3 squirrels back here. They are like Peter Rabbit. They don't come back here no more.
No.
They're like, we lost 3 cousins. We're not coming back here no more. So when you shoot one of them deers, they are done. One might scraggle every other year come through because he don't know no better. So
it's kind of cool here. There's not much that goes on here. It's a very quiet 31 acres. So there's no cows. There's not a lot of noise. It's very quiet. There's woods around here. They can sneak in by the bunches. They munch in the morning and they disappear as soon as the sun comes up.
Right. You know why? Nobody shot. But now Mike bring his little high power rifle. You go pow.
We got AK-47s going off here every morning, every afternoon, and at nighttime. If I bring the phone out there, I say, listen closely. You hear AKs going off right now down here in the south. Pop, 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 pop. They fire them 20 around the clock. Those deers are used to hearing that gun sound.
No, but when you kill his cousin, he ain't coming back.
We'll see.
We own 15 acres up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And it's I hate to say this, it's a shooter paradise.
Okay.
It is. It is what it is.
Are you baiting? Mike, tell the truth. Are you baiting them or are they not coming back after the kill?
We never bait. We're backed up to government land.
Oh, okay. Because that's what sometimes people do. That's why I hate when I go into Track Supply and they be giving the corn. I said that's not.
We do no baiting. It's all backed up to government land.
It should be a legal debate.
Oh, I agree 100%.
You know,
I'm not going to argue that.
Because if I'm going to tell you right now, I got some beautiful deers here. If I didn't think my neighbors would turn me in, I'd have shot one already. Because Yo,
Now, my show around here, the deers is getting so bad, so they're starting to open up deer season into suburban areas.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They just announced here in Iowa City, that they have opened deer season in Iowa City to bow season to hunt in town.
I think that's the way they first started here was with bow, and now I think they've got few rifle days in there now too.
Mike and Glenn, y'all will be so upset, the deers that come through here, because they know nobody can kill them in the city, in the residential area. There are some beautiful big babies coming through here because I got a number of acorn trees. And they come and they feed off it. You can't shoot off in the residential area, and they are not stupid. Beautiful deers.
They know where to go.
They know. We got Stone Mountain. It's a government area up here.
Yeah.
You go up there, and the deers will walk up and stick their head in your car window.
Want you to feed them.
Want you to feed them. For people, because you ain't allowed to hunt up there because it's government land.
Yeah.
But when you drive up through there where people throw stuff out and the deers has got used to it, they'll come up and stick their head in the window now.
Because I'm not going to lie. I've been watching them shows. I was like, I could get me a sneer.
Well, now, you can put a silencer on the rifle.
There you go, Glenn. Why are you trying to put me in jail?
I mean,
Glenn trying to get me in jail. I'll be doing micro farming. I'll be really micro farming. Hold up, Billy. He don't know the jails are here. I'm gonna have a little plant inside of a 6x6 cell. A little tomato plant. I'm gonna be a really micro farmer then.
If you were serious about getting deer meat, and you were like us, we travel over 100 miles a day, every other day.
Yeah.
We can check the highways, and I can just keep a chart of what died. So if I know during the day I drive there and there's a fresh deer carcass, if I wanted deer meat at any time, I can come right back and pick the deer up. There's dead deer around here all over the place, tons of them.
Since you see, Glenn might not know, but Route 15 during deer season, whatever you want to call it, all I gotta do is go out there Saturday morning when the kids are coming from New York City partying, because one of the little Honda Toyotas done hit one. All I gotta do
hit one, yep, knock them out.
State trooper comes up, I'm like, I'll take the deer. All I gotta do is wait and get a CB and say, oh yeah, a car hit
a deer. Car, yep.
But they're gonna tell you if you want to take it. You can take
I've
it.
been there. I've done it.
Oh, you done it?
About it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Take it.
We got 4 in 2 years down here.
Oh.
I hit one in a brand new pickup, Mitsubishi pickup, got it built back. 3 months later, she smacked one in the same truck.
Dang.
While I'm getting it fixed back, she called me one night and said, I'm out here at the end of the road with the car with a deer hung under it.
Bring it home.
I made a boy a girl that night.
And then about 6 months later, I was coming out of Virginia
in the
18-wheeler and smacked one I met just dead center of the bumper.
And what happened?
$10,000 damage to the front of it.
What happened when you got home next morning?
Yeah, I got home. Well, I sat up there
amazing.
for 2 hours trying to get somebody to call the law so I could report it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get nobody. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I finally said, the heck with it. I grabbed the deer, threw it in the back of the trailer, shut the door, came in home, didn't even take the trailer by the plant where it was supposed to have been dropped off because I was aggravated. Come home, pulled in the driveway, come in, went to bed, went out the next morning, gonna get the deer out of the back and take the trailer back down there, and there it sat with the left front tire flat.
Wow.
They were 2 inches of the deer antler stuck through the inside of the steer tire. And I drove
wow.
140, 150 miles with that antler stuck in the front tire.
Wow.
So deer meat, when you kill a deer, you gotta bleed them. You can't let the blood sit in the body. You gotta bleed them.
Yeah. Just like a hog or beef.
About
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Deer burger is awesome.
Awesome.
We mix ours usually with about 80% beef.
20%
Yeah.
fat.
Yep.
You have to
We use
get beef fat
beef
and
fat.
mix with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because they were very lean.
6. Happy birthday and congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you.
And hello, Nicole. I'm sorry.
if you're good with your local, like Mike, if like say, I mean, you probably got your own, but if you get the local like meat shops here, you can get the beef fat when they trim off the beef fat, make it
That's
look
what we
nice.
do.
Yeah, you could get the beef fat for free, basically, and then you do your own grind and give you, keep the moist. But
Yep.
oh my,
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh,
Yeah, down here, I would say down south, I would notice that in the meat section on certain stores, like every part of the animal is packaged. They sell
Oh.
everything.
so I got a funny story. I'll tell this. So I was in home ec class in high school, and we're to do a chili cook-off.
Mhm.
So I brought in the meat, made it, and all the girls were like, "Oh, this is so good." I go,
What is it?
"You're eating Bambi."
Andy?
How many of them spit it out?
Oh, over half of them. They're like, "You're so mean." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're eating Bambi."
Yeah.
That's like a lot of times when people goes into these high-end restaurants and order veal and stuff. They don't know what it is.
No, they
Baby
don't
cow.
realize what it
Baby.
is.
Hey, my book is the same way. My book on Amazon is a comedy book called Buck Foods on Amazon. It's just that same thing. People eat it. It was a guy came from Georgia, hit it, and he made a business serving deer meat, raccoon, squirrel, all that. So yeah, it's called Buck Foods on Amazon. That's my book, Homer McMillan.
I'll have to check that out.
You
B-U-C,
wrote it?
huh?
Did you write it?
Yeah, I wrote it. It's been
Oh,
out for
really?
yeah, a book. You go on
Why
you go on Amazon. It's BUCKFOOLZ. Buck Foods by Homer McMillan.
Okay.
Did you have to
Huh?
Did you have to self publish?
Yeah.
Spend all your own money?
Yeah.
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 Because they don't let anybody in. Those book places don't let anybody in.
They do.
Unless
They
your
do.
name's Stephen King,
Yeah, yeah.
or Anne Rice.
No, they'll get you in, but they're gonna rip you up. Like what happens is when they get your book, they start shopping your book out for a sitcom or a movie or some type of deal, and that's where they're gonna make a killing.
Well,
So-
there's actually restaurants now that serve like gator, snake,
Yep. There's a
deer,
lot of them.
fire.
Oh, everything.
Bison.
They have it in New York. You can get anything, bison, everything, alligator meat. Connecticut here, they sell alligator meat down on the other side over here. Alligator meat, delicious.
Well, Dutch was talking about Walmart in Oklahoma sold alligator meat.
Did you remember Arby's? Arby's had deer meat burger. Remember Arby's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have meats. That's all I remember.
But Arby's had a deer burger. I don't know
Yep.
why, because they were selling out like hotcakes. But
There's a place up north. Maybe up north. Fuddruckers.
yeah,
I
I
think
know,
they had
I'm-
ostrich.
Ruckers.
I
Yeah.
think they had ostrich at one
I think
point.
that's right.
Ostrich burger.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I heard about those things. It was delicious, man. I heard they're delicious. I never ate one, but I probably know it probably tastes just like a turkey burger. You
I
know,
know
I
it's
ain't
red.
never
It's
eaten
red.
no
Yeah, it's red. Ostrich
You
is
don't
red
know
meat.
that.
Lean.
No, I don't.
huh? What happened? What happened, April?
I said I had never eaten no ostrich. Glenn said you don't know that.
I'm
To
saying
my knowledge, I have never eaten no ostrich.
I'm not even gonna lie.
If y'all get a chance to try buffalo, oh
Oh.
my goodness. sweetness. That's good.
A
Well,
bison
you know,
burger.
they actually
Bison burger.
say bison is supposed to be very, very good for you to eat.
Yes, it's amazing.
Have you ever tasted a bison burger?
Oh, I have
Awesome.
a family that raised them here in Iowa.
What's that? That's
New York strip flavor.
no, that's dog food. That's Old Roy's. That's Old Roy's. That's dog food.
It smells delicious. What are you talking about? It's good beef.
I thought
wrong
it
with
had
that.
some of those soups, you know, like the steak and potato. Yeah, chunky.
Yeah, that's Old Royals.
Are you
Billy.
like Jerry Crocker and eat dog food?
No, he's not. No, he's not. Yeah,
Hey,
taste it down with a beer.
you eat spam, right? You know what's in there. You have no clue what's in spam.
Oh,
Hey, you might be surprised what all is in there.
Oh,
Probably
Lord
get
have
dog
mercy.
food with better stuff.
No, I didn't eat it, but I think it's horse meat, right? That's what's in here, horse meat.
I had a
Horse
good
meat,
friend
yeah.
that lived south of town that raised bison, and we did buffalo burgers and bison burgers or whatever you want to call them. That, oh my God, that was so amazing meat.
Yeah.
I know I've always wanted to try it because I know they say it is good and it's very good for you to eat.
If
Oh.
you
I did have when I was trucking.
delicious.
I
I
ran
bet
out in there where they growed a bunch of them.
Well, the biggest reason we had to do it is the bison kept getting out. And I get a phone call at 2:00 in the morning. Mike, they're out. I'm like, fuck. And where they live was on a main highway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So it's like we had to wrangle them back in because it was a main highway. And it's like,
How do you wrangle a bison? They're 4,000 pounds.
Exactly.
it's not fun.
No, it's insanity. Bison wranglers are insane.
It's basically putting your body at life in jeopardy.
Yeah.
They can crush a car. Just crush a car.
Because if I could get in contact with Arm's family, his brother-in-law raises bison.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's right, Daniel. Yeah,
Yep.
his brother.
And he's in
Brother-in-law.
Oklahoma. Get him to grind up and ship some overnight to Connecticut. Oh, it'd be awesome. When he does.
He just retired too.
It's so good.
Because his brother-in-law took his, I think his brother-in-law. They got over
brother-in-law
acres or something like that. He raises bisons. Yeah.
Yep.
But he got
Yeah,
so big, you don't answer nobody. You don't answer nobody. He got so big, you can leave a comment. You ain't getting nothing back.
Not
Yeah,
like the
Billy,
Wickershire.
you should have been in the Arctic tonight. All four of them, the two bulls and the two big steers.
Yeah.
They got out. Glenn was getting them in with the Arctic in the middle of the night.
I run
Yeah,
them
but
back
they
through
like him. They like him.
I,
I mean, they come up.
two of them left.
Yeah, we ain't got but two left. Rooster, the
The
black
big black
one,
one. He's
and-
gone.
and Bobo, the one that didn't like me.
Yeah.
He's the one that dressed out at 800 and some pounds.
860 pounds. or
Hanging
something.
weight.
Yeah.
Hanging weight.
Hanging weight.
Wait, am I getting some of that stuff?
You sure can.
I have to ask. I'm like, am I allowed to have some of that stuff?
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't you see that smile come across his face? Am I getting some of that?
You got
You
paid
have-
for it, Billy.
You can have some hammer too.
Yeah. So what I did is for Lazy Acre, I gave them it's $1,600 in solar, and I figured like every year, like every couple of months, I could go get like some bags of chicken or a couple of things of pork or a couple of steaks here and there, or maybe a goat, handful of chickens here and there, and then over just a couple years time, I don't have to worry about my meat supply coming in. It just trickles in, $25, $50, whatever, $150 for a goat, just brings that price. So
Did you pick
that's
up
why I said you guys.
Hey, Billy, I tell you what, you're an amazing man. Thank you for what you do.
He is.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe in myself. You know what I mean? I'm very. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I have no clue. I just wing it, man. I guess I'm an amazing mind. I'm funny.
Hey, when it comes to construction, if you need any advice, please contact me.
You build?
I'm a plumber by trade.
Yep.
But
my dad is. Yep.
I'm
carpentry.
also construction by trade.
By trade. Yep.
We built the house my family lives in. We built my sister lives in. So if you need any advice, please contact me.
No, I'm just gonna fly you in.
Exactly.
There you go.
You know what? I'll do it. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me bring my stuff down there. I've got tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you be able to help build a shed to house from scratch? A small 16 by 24 foot.
I could probably build 16 by 24 foot
in a
in
day, 2 days.
2 days.
2 days, yeah, I know.
See,
But that would be bad for taping. It's good when it's done over 6 months for taping because it's a lot of YouTube videos. It's when you get a guy like you who's a professional knocks it out and be like, okay, it's done. Everyone's like, really? It was that quick?
but that's what I'm saying. When you have, like you said, Mike, yourself, me, Corey, and another young person to get out there, that stuff gets knocked out.
That counts you out.
2 months.
Yeah, young person.
No, Glenn can just make sure the drinks are ice cold and the sweet tea is nice and cold.
Glenn can just bring his sweet tea and mind his own business.
Yeah.
Glenn, are you drinking out of a 2-liter bottle?
He's pouring it in his cup.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have kids at the house.
I got a glass, but I just reached down there, y'all talking, forgot.
Hey, whenever we're outside, we got one down there in the refrigerator, and we just drink out 2-liter bottle. It's just me and him. We don't let nobody else drink out of it.
Yeah.
It's only sugar. It's not like if you drink from a milk container, I'd be worried because within a couple of days it's gonna go foul.
Who needs to keep milk 2 days?
Oh Lord.
To some people.
Now, Glenn, when you do milk your cow, now how do you just let it go raw or do you pasteurize yours?
We do it raw. Raw's the best way.
When you pasteurize it, try to kill off the bad stuff that these big dairies has got.
Yeah.
You kill off the good stuff, the stuff that you really need.
So you can take your so do you clean it? What they call so for you not to cross contaminate, what you do? You clean it. I'm gonna call it the tits. Y'all call it the tits. What do you use? Iodine, or you just use some type of other solution?
I use warm soapy water.
Yeah.
Wash the teats and the udder, and then I use what they call it's called teat dip, but it's an iodine based teat dip. And I dip them, dry it off, put the milker on, milk the cow, and then I teat dip them again afterwards.
And there's some people on YouTube who have a really hard time with getting mastitis.
Yeah.
And not to be bragging or anything, but over the years we've learned what you need to do as far as milking a cow, this, that, and the other. And we very, very seldom, dear Lord, thank you. Please don't let me be jinxing us.
Well, we ain't never had a bad mastitis problem.
No. Never.
The worstest one that I had, I found out that was my fault, that I was actually over milking the cow. Not under milking, I was over milking her. I was leaving the milkers on too long, and it was pulling out too much milk that caused her to start getting mastitis.
Is that the glands? The glands get messed up?
Yeah, it's
the muscle.
Yeah. The milk, you can actually feel the rag where you wash the milk or where we strain the milk through the cheesecloth, you can feel it and tell if they've got mastitis.
Yeah, it'd be slimy feeling.
You can actually
It's
taste it's salty tasting.
yeah. It's actually it's like the first stages of milk going bad, but it kind of like in her udder, it'll clabber up and get hard in the bag.
Now, what happens when you have blood? I seen one person who was milking a cow and blood came out the udder.
Now,
a lot of times when they first have a calf,
Yeah.
and everything's getting opened back up, it can cause a blood vein to bust or something.
Bust.
Swell up real bad, it busts the blood vein, that can cause it. Sometimes if a cow's laying down and another cow walks by and steps on her, can cause a problem and cause that. See, we've had it this year, that heifer calf down there. Right after the first time I milked her, after she had this calf,
Yeah.
she started having some blood in it. Say I took all that milk and fed it to the hogs.
Oh, okay.
But most time, you just keep an eye on it the first couple of days, and if it ain't as long as it ain't real bad. If it's just pouring out pure blood, you call that.
but
But if it's just a little bit of blood in it, you just kind of keep an eye, and most time every day it'll be less, and usually within a couple of 3 days it's gone.
So if it is blood in the milk, there's no way that's just contaminated. You might as well give it to the hogs. It's not for human consumption.
That ain't for human consumption. A lot of people says it won't hurt you, but I don't. I don't want to drink blood, so I'm feeding it to the hogs.
I don't like that kind of strawberry milk.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Okay.
But I know when ours had it, it wasn't even bad enough to actually even turn the color of the milk. Now, we used to get some or see some down at the dairy where we'd go get baby calves when we was raising them for them people. And it was actually, that was some bad stuff.
That's how I knew about another cow stepping on her. She'd laid down and another big cow come up walking by and stepped on her udder. And the jugs, it was just red.
It's awful.
Wow. And it takes what? Probably like you just don't put no more until it heals. So you'll just let it stop.
You can see your milk lines are clear, where the milk's coming through, and you can actually see it.
Yeah.
We couldn't see it in the milk bucket, but we seen it in the milk lines where it was just a light trace of it.
The milk claw's got about a 3-inch glass fitting on each side where you can see through. So as the milk's coming in from each quarter, you can see the milk coming in from each quarter. And that way it gives you a good idea of what quarter you need to check if there is a problem.
Okay, so if that happens, you don't milk her for what? Or you just milk her from the two or the other 3 that is.
Now you milk her.
You still got to
milk her and get that milk and blood out every day, twice a day. You need to keep a milking and get it out.
So it will heal, even though you milk say udder that bleed. Do you milk that udder or you milk the other 3 that she might have? You just don't touch.
You milk them all because if you don't, she stands a chance of setting up mastitis on top of the bleed. You can't ever just leave a cow that's come fresh and not milk her. Because if if all that milk's left in there, she will set up mastitis and it'll mess her whole udder up.
So she will heal, even though the machine will heal.
Yeah.
If you don't milk her, it'll cause more problems than keeping her milked out.
Now, like Glenn said, if it was real bad and it continued for 4 days
well, if
or
it's
so?
really bad, like that we got up there that day, if you talking about it that very, I'd go ahead and call a vet.
Exactly. I would.
But if it's just a pinkish color like this down here was, I knew that was probably just where she had calved and probably busted a blood vein or something in her udder or something, and it just got some milk, blood in the milk.
Oh, okay.
I knew just keeping it milk out, it'd flush itself right on out,
Glenn, how many how many baby goats? How many male baby goats did you have that you think you want to free up? You don't want to keep a bunch of male baby goats, right?
No, we had 3 babies this year of males.
And you want to move them. You rather have the females or more are better for your farm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making sure I'm not stealing your stock that you need.
At least rid of 2 of the males.
But now,
Okay, we'll take them. We'll take them.
No, that's what I was gonna say that, right? So Glenn, it would be a thing like say you didn't want the 3 male goats, right? And Billy, since you got to clean up brush, will you let those 3 male goats run free to clean up some of that pasture and brush? Would you do
Well,
that?
I couldn't run free on account of the highways and stuff, but I ordered me 2 Premier 1 goat fencing and got them a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to start moving them around. Actually, we moved them out here below the house the day before yesterday. Yesterday. So I'm going to start moving them around and cleaning the farm up.
Glenn's wanting to use them in the front yard instead of the lawnmower.
Yeah, because where I was going to paper the yard in and let them keep the yard mowed so I didn't have to.
So it'll be better, like you're saying, like say, like Billy, you don't want to keep them because too many male goats you have, and say you can send Billy 2 of them, right? Pick up 2 of them, and he'll just let them free range. They'll clean up some of the property, or he's gonna eat them. You gonna eat them, Billy? Or
We're no kill. We're no kill here. We don't count eggs.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking about keeping one of them and trying it.
Oh.
Yeah, we ain't. They say that goat meat's actually.
It's about the same thing as deer meat.
Yep, they say it's low in bad cholesterol and high in good cholesterol. So we thought we'd give it a whirl.
So now,
we don't like it. It'd be cheaper than dog and cat food.
So, Billy, when you say you are no kill, you saying you don't kill because chickens, if you have too many, you're going to put them in freezer, or you're going to outsource somebody to push them just because you don't do it.
So the idea of the farm is we keep animals here that service the farm. My chickens give us eggs, and they eat the bugs. They're bug control. Our pigs dispose of our human food, and they help us till the soil that we're not trying to actively till. And then our ducks, I don't know what our ducks are for. Corey got them. They're to pet. They're fun. They're just pets. But we do have a drake. They're breeding. They're breeding. So they're doing their thing in the water. If we have goats, they'll help me clear the brush all the time, keep my fence lines clear. And if we have sheep, I don't have to brush hog as much. I can just pasture the sheep and have them mow it all down. That would be ideal. So we're no kill. If we were a kill farm, I would have like 6 hogs, and I would butcher the 6 hogs, and then I would, bring Black Angus cow on here, have them do the pasture, then I would slaughter them. So that would be a kill farm. We don't do that here.
That's what I'm saying. Now, is that you, or that was something that you and Corey cook? I say you do eat meat, but you say ones that you were raised, you wouldn't kill.
No, we don't. We're like I said, we're no kill. We're not raising animals for slaughter here. It's a no kill farm. We can survive off the vegetables and eggs.
So it's just the vegetable. You will purchase meat from Glenn and April and stuff like that from other places.
Yep, that's why I made the deal with them. Like I didn't want their money for the solar panels. I don't want money because we're a no kill farm and we don't want to go have people come here and go, oh, you kill animals. I'm like, no, we don't kill the animals here. We don't kill any animals. We just don't do it. We've never killed an animal on this farm.
Oh, okay.
No one can ever say, oh, they're no one can point a finger and be like, oh, they kill animals. I'm like, no, we don't. It's like, well, why is your freezer full? I was like, because other people do, and we benefit off it, and we have to make deals and figure it out. So like I said, I didn't want money from Glenn and April. I had no interest in that. I was like, they have a farm. They are interested in doing solar. Okay, I'll work with them. And I said, and we made a deal. We said, hey, if you got extra food, if you slaughter something or kill, could you send some of that our way? And Glenn and April like, absolutely. You don't want money? I'm like, nope. They're like, you want meat and stuff once in a while? I was like, or a few animals here and there, until the bill's even, until we get up around 1,600. Just keep it in your head where we're at, And for us, like, I'm not trying to get $1,600 worth of meat in one month from them. I'm looking for, like, once a month. I'm looking for, like, a couple of steaks here and there whenever they do a slaughter. The one for, like, some hamburger meat and some patties and stuff. Just a little bit at a time, and that way I'm still friends with them. Maybe 5 years later, after like my 50th or 60th bag of meat, they're like, okay, we think we're over 1,000. We're gonna call it quits. You're gonna stop buying stuff from us.
You better still be our friend after all that.
No doubt.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not the kind of person that you invest in and then dumps you. I've had that happen to me. You guys probably know about that stuff. I got chucked to the side.
We do.
Rude.
We don't have family now. You can spend the night in my house. Your family.
That's exactly right. You sleep in our bed. We give it up.
I've slept in.
So Billy, so did y'all make a plan? Because I'm a little curious now on the no-kill situation. So I probably wouldn't have no type of dairy cows, because saying, how do you offset those sick? You probably wouldn't have them. Chicken would probably be the cheapest one.
Well, for Corey and I, we're no-kill on the no-kill farm. But the people who come here and co-op, they can do whatever they want. They can slaughter chickens. They can slaughter pigs. That's their personal property and not the farm.
Oh. Okay. Oh, all right.
So if you're on your 2 acres killing chickens and raising them, doing meat chickens, that's you. That's not part of Liberty Tree. That's the co-op guy. That's his property. That's what he does. He can do whatever he wants on his property. That's not us. What we're doing here as the core of the farm is we're no-kill.
Oh.
Yeah, speaking of that, Billy, about 2.5 to 3 weeks, we're going to have some ready.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be time for chicken freezer camp.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, the meat chickens is like 40 of them or something.
Yeah.
46.
Well, now
44. We lost 2.
Yeah, we've lost 2.
It happens.
Yep. It sure does, and only lose 2 out of 46. You're doing something right.
Yeah. Were these strictly broiler? Were they strictly meat chickens?
Yeah, these are the Cornish crosses.
And
what do you expect for a pound? What kind of weight per bird?
I'm going to say right now, walking around on foot, right now they're probably 3.5 to 6 pounds. The biggest in there right now would probably dress close to 5 pounds.
Wow. Okay, so they're big birds.
Big and hairy.
Yeah, those are meat birds. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they're 8 weeks old.
Yeah.
Roughly around 8 weeks old now.
It's a fast-growing bird.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. That's kind of nice because you don't spend all that money on feed. So you get all this weight.
That's why I don't trust those type of birds. But I do dual-purpose birds.
Egg layer and...
These they don't.
They're just bred. It's the way they're bred.
There's no hormones.
No hormones.
No hormones. Yeah, they're just meat. That's what I call meat birds.
Yep, they're bred that way. They're the way they're mixed between the Cornish hens that everybody used to get all the time that had the great big breasts, but they was real small birds.
Yeah.
They're mixed between them and like a Baldy Rock, a Jersey Giant, or something, some great big breed bird, kind of like you're talking about the dual purpose birds. And somehow the way they breed them around in so many different ways that the babies come out and they just grow like crazy.
Yeah.
Because, I know people that's doing it and they're feeding all organic feed and everything, and they're getting 3.5 pound birds in 8 weeks. Well, here's Mr. Max back in here.
Hello, Max.
Okay, so I've got 8% power. I'm going to shut this phone down and jump off live stream, but I'm going to jump on the computer and hang out until everyone goes to bed because it's 1:20 in the morning.
It's
We getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, we're gonna have to soon get to bed. I'm getting too old for these late night cats.
Well, we gotta be.
All right.
too.
It was
Yeah.
nice. It was nice meeting you, Mike. A microphone.
Missing you all. I probably should jump off too.
So everybody say good night. Like I said, Billy, I'm still interested. I just need you email me some stuff.
I'll keep you updated.
Listen,
I'm just very slow at everything I do.
Listen,
Need
Billy.
anything.
Hello, Billy. I don't.
Yeah.
I can continue to do what you gotta do, but like I said, I still come down. Once they let us up and out here, I'll come down to help you. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about other stuff we was talking about. That's later down
Okay.
the road. We straighten that paperwork stuff out later. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. I'm not in a rush. Oh, I have this third and third. As long as, like I said, I'm not old school. I take a person for the.
You can still always come down and hang out too and get used to the place before you invest. You know what I mean? You can, we're not going anywhere.
Hey, Billy, am I invited down?
Absolutely.
So, but you're saying, like, you explain to me
I'm
about.
sure we invited up.
Yeah.
So, if things lighten up and they do give us the clearance to go to Virginia, whatever, it changes by every day. I'm coming down. I'm gonna come down. Like, about the other stuff that things that need to be done, that can be done. We can fill that paperwork out whenever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it worked out for me because he was purchasing, so I had to throw a check that way towards the business end. So I have records of me purchasing. So, but what you're doing is different. You're coming in after the fact that everything's settled. So you need to do it paperwork wise so that you have proof.
I got you and him. I mean, I can see if it was there's a different story, but the two founding fathers of they already, I mean, two of y'all know. You know what I mean? It's not like it's 8, 10 people. I mean, once that other stuff gets done, then y'all just fill in the blank like Muhammad Ali. Remember that? What Don John? What was his name? Don King.
Don King.
Yeah, just sign right here.
All right, I'm gonna jump off. I've got 6% battery. Everyone have a good night. Later.
Hey, y'all.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Mike.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Jakers.
Bye, guys.
Mama.
In here.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Night, everybody that's in here, and thank you for being in here, Nicole. Y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. Bye.